Good morning, dear friends. Happy Friday. It's Friday Fun Day at the moment. That's what I'm calling it. But hopefully I'll come up with some better theme for my Friday videos. But look, nothing wrong with Friday Fun Day for now. So Lucy's downstairs and she has so kindly prepared the Malaysian breakfast. And if you have missed a few episodes and you don't know what I'm talking about, one of my subscribers from Malaysia left a comment in my Discord in my Discord server. I've been asking my international viewers to tell me what they eat for breakfast because I'm really bad at eating breakfast. I've been just eating protein cookies for breakfast for a really long time. Anyway, the subscriber from Malaysia said that a typical breakfast over there would be Hainanese toast with eggs and soy sauce and white pepper and kaya coconut jam. So yesterday, Lucy and I went out, got all the ingredients that we needed, and Lucy's prepared it. It's downstairs, ready to eat. And I have an important question for you. Brush teeth before or after breakfast? Look, I know, don't brush teeth at all. I know, I'm the same. But remember, we're trying to form new habits. So I usually brush before breakfast because I don't know why I say I usually. Since I started brushing my teeth, thanks to this video series, I've been doing it before breakfast. But I think right now if I go brush my teeth, there might be a strange taste in my mouth. But I kind of want to go brush them anyway because I'm in this routine. What do you think, Errol? Should I brush my teeth now or later? Thank you. I agree. You got to learn to speak Pigeon, guys. The very, very subtle nod he did just then actually means brush your teeth, you piece of perfection. Now look, check it out. From the video that I am currently waiting to finish uploading. Yesterday's video that I filmed and edited and sent to upload has been stuck trying to upload for hours and hours, and it keeps going 1 hour remaining, 38 hours remaining, 1 hour remaining, 2,000 hours remaining. I don't know what's going on with my internet at the moment, but you guys haven't even seen yesterday's video, but this is from yesterday's video. And so yesterday I managed to get through, I did brush my teeth, brush my hair, get dressed, feed the pets, and I marked put toys away because it's like clean my bedroom kind of thing. So I'll reset this. This is, you know what, as silly or as childish as this is, because yes, it's intended for children, this is now an essential part of my life. This is the first morning I'm waking up and looking at my chore list and I'm like, this spells it out pretty clearly for me. And I asked in yesterday's video if anyone can come up with some other lists like this, because I've got a few of these, and each list there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I've got the stock standard one, but I've also got some empty ones. So if you can come up with a list of 10 things that I can put in these spare ones, and that way every time I film a video, before the video ends, I've got to make sure that I've checked off everything on my list. So let's say brush teeth, get dressed, maybe. I've checked off brush teeth, so that means I have to do it. There's no escaping it now. It must be done. Okay. I'll need to add to the list put on deodorant, because I feel like if it's not on the list, I will so very, very easily forget to do it. I guess I should also have shower on the list too, but not on the everyday list. You know what? I reckon I need to do a list that's like a today list. So it's things that I have to do every single day, brush teeth, feed pets, whatever. Then there should be like a once a week list. So as long as I check it off, you know, between Monday and Sunday, as long as it gets checked off at some point. So like shower, for example. So I don't go weeks without having a shower. So So a weekly checklist, and then maybe like my daily upload checklist. So take photo for 30-day challenge, unbox parcel, feed my subscribers to my chickens. All right, well, for the sake of feeling a little bit more productive, I'm going to say get dressed. I wasn't going to get changed out of what I'm wearing, but sliding that little thing, it's so satisfying seeing something get checked off. I'm like, I will get changed. After all, why not? I'll just change out of one pajama t-shirt and straight into another. If I get dressed, you mean put on different pajama pants? I've done it. I've achieved something. So now there's, what else is on here? Make bed? Absolutely not. No, I'm not ready for that. Clean room, I did that last night and I'm very proud. Feed pets. All right, let's slide that little slider across. Look, very satisfying. Yes, yes. Okay, I'll go feed the doves and I'll feed the pigeons. So Errol's actually, that's so fucking cute. Look, this is the drawer that I now keep Errol's seed in. Errol has a problem when he tries to eat. So he actually, you can't quite tell, but instead of his beak sitting like top beak on top of the other, his beak is kind of crossed like this. So when he goes to like pick up a seed, if the seed is flat, like, you know, he goes and he can't actually sort of get a good grip on it. But if he has like a bowl or something deep to eat out of, just by pecking, he's guaranteed to sort of get something stuck in the crossed over beak. So I filled the drawer up with seed for him, and now he's like, thank you very much. I live here now. I could quite literally close. I wonder if this will scare him. You ever laugh so hard no noise comes out? Good morning, dear friends. Happy Friday. I'm just going to get changed. I'm just going to put on my favorite pigeon. I love you. Wait, I should take, if I take a photo of him like this, that's my daily photo done. Yay. That's it. I've got the photo of the day. I love you, Errol. Okay, now time to check on the doves. Let's go see the babies. Hello, little dovies. Wow, look how big they are. Oh, look. All right, here you go, guys. Here's some more seed. There you go. You guys are so cute. Look at your big babies. I can't believe how quickly they've changed. They just suddenly have proper feathers. It's only been 2 days since they were just little pin pricks. Or pin pricks. Pin feathers. Yes. Hi, Mochi. Hi, Steve. You know, I think they're old enough for me to hold them. I'm going to go for the slightly bigger one. It's all right, Steve. I come in peace. Yeah, I come in peace. Hello. Hi. Let me see this little baby under your bum. Hello. Babies are so big now that Mum and Dad can barely sit on them. Look. Hey, little one. Hi. Hello. Oh, government issued drones look so cute when they're young. Dumpling. Oh, all right. I guess I'll just leave it here then. Hello.
Bonjour.
Girl boss.
Secret girl boss.
Are you ready for some girl breakfast?
I am. I think I need to reheat it though. I think it's cold.
I'm terribly sorry.
It's giving cold eggs. I'm sorry.
I was feeding the warm eggs upstairs.
But yes.
Well, while you're reheating them, I'm going to show them the other things that we got from the Asian supermarket, and I'm also going to taste them too.
Oh, yeah. Supermarket haul.
Supermarket haul. Taro spread, smooth and creamy. This is a product of Malaysia. I love taro. I love it so much. I like the actual taro. You know, like taro flavor is yum and all, taro milk tea, whatever, but real taro. I went through a phase where I would boil cubes of taro and just eat that for lunch. I was so obsessed with it, and I would put like sriracha on top of it. Okay. Let's see. Does it say ingredients? Yam. I'm guessing by yam they mean taro. Sugar, glucose, salt. That's it. That's all there is in this. I'm pretty sure yam. I mean, it says on the front taro spread. Yam must be.
Yam is like ube, sweet potato.
But
taro.
ube and sweet potato taste completely different to taro.
But is ube the purple one?
No, well, ube is purple and taro is purple. Don't get them confused, because if you order a purple latte thinking it's a taro latte, but it is in fact an ube latte, the taste is completely different.
Really?
Yeah, taro is like, it's got its own natural sweetness, but ube tastes a little bit dirty.
Oh, starchier? Like more,
I guess.
root vegetable-y?
Oh my god.
It's good.
Fuck. I can't.
Oh, she passed away. Oh.
Oh. It's so fucking good.
Okay, I think I slightly cooked them, but I stopped it when I noticed them.
You know how people eat Nutella straight out of the thing? I used to do that. No. Taro spread, baby.
Yeah, baby. Taro, I don't know, it's not my fave. I've tried it and it just doesn't, I don't know.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Oh, okay.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Well,
What have you to say in your defense?
I like matcha or red bean. I like the other, you know. I like, if we're talking vegetable / legume
Can I
spread.
tempt you?
I'll try a little, yeah, sure. I'll try most things, you know.
What an underwhelming reaction. She's shrugging.
Okay.
This is what it tastes like, is when you get taro buns, so like steamed buns, and they have taro filling. It is literally the filling from any taro flavored anything. It's incredible. And if I don't stop right now with this teaspoon, I will finish the whole thing.
I identify that it is nice if you like taro, but it's just not my favorite, you know?
It's alright. I don't mind that you're wrong. That's fine. Okay, so egg
Alright.
time.
Alright, so as you can see, that one got a little, you know, funky, so just take whichever.
I'll take the funky one.
They're both funky.
Okay. So, won't you come eat some
The
funky
comment
egg?
said soft egg with the kaya toast, but when I looked it up, all of them were talking about how they serve it with soy sauce and white pepper.
Yeah, that was in the comments.
Oh,
as
it
well.
was? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I
Yeah,
wanted to make
the
sure I
comment
didn't mess up.
The soft boiled egg with soy sauce and white pepper, and the kaya jam on Hainanese toast. And because we couldn't get Hainan bread,
Hainanese
we
toast.
just got Japanese bread.
It definitely seemed like a more sweet, milky, fluffy,
Same idea,
white
right?
bread, sort of.
So,
hopefully.
do you reckon you're supposed to?
Well, the picture. Yeah, I think you just. I mean, I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have a bite out of
try
this.
it. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, yum!
I did try a little bit of the
The
kaya.
kaya is
'cause I
so
spread it.
nice. Yummy! Traditional kaya coconut spread. That is so nice. Okay.
This reminds me of something I had in the Philippines.
Oh, really?
It's like a coconut thing. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember.
All right.
It was like
So
a coconut
I didn't
jam.
even show the eggs.
Yeah.
I hope you can see them.
Right.
I don't know if I'm doing this right. Please forgive
Sorry
me.
if they're not as soft as they should be. I tried.
Oh my god. Oh, it's fucking delicious.
Is
Holy
it?
shit.
I'm interested to see.
Oh my god. I love it. This is how they eat in Malaysia? This slaps. This is so much better than bacon and eggs or baked beans on toast.
I'm not a big. Sorry, convicts. You're out.
This is so nice.
Colonialism, bad.
Yummy. Once we finish this, apparently we're supposed to, now, my subscriber said that they've asked around and it turns out their parents are the only people that do this, but their parents put either ground coffee or Milo in the bottom of the bowl while there's still just like a little bit of stuff left, and they scrape it up with the bread, and it apparently tastes like a cake. No, they don't scrape it up with the bread. I think they just said that they just put the Milo in the bowl and then they just scrape it up with a spoon.
And like mix it to like a paste because it's sort of the yolkiness makes it like cakey. This is growing on me. I feel like that the taste builds really nicely.
I'm absolutely obsessed. I was really dubious because the thought of having the sweet spread with the soy sauce, I was like, I don't know about that, but there's something about it. It's perfect. Well, I'm enjoying the kaya so much. I'm going to open the
pandan.
the coconut, the pandan kaya. Okay. I do like me some pandan.
I like pandan. That's yummy.
It's nice. Oh, it's very nice. I really like it. Easier to finish the entire jar of this. I could just smash that.
Where's the kaya? Plain kaya? It's too sweet? Or?
I haven't tried the plain kaya on a spoon, but I had it on the bread, and it was delightful. And then I've got two other things. The tea. I've never seen tea in a liquid form.
I love this stuff.
So there's a honey ginger tea. Looks like it's Korean. And Sam makes a really nice ginger tea. He, I think he literally just slices up ginger really, really fine and then puts it with the honey.
He's made something. He just takes a great ginger. He just. I watched him. He just grated it, and it was a huge amount.
A huge.
It's pretty.
pile
It's
of
like
ginger.
spicy, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, white people spicy. You know what I mean?
Spicy. All right. Ooh. It smells like ginger ale.
Is it more ginger or more honey?
More ginger. It's very, very gingery.
I
Okay.
love ginger tea.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's getting pretty concentrated, right?
It's good. That's gonna make a very good tea. I love the simplicity of tea, but in a jar. I don't have to take out the tea bag. I don't have to steep the tea bag. I don't have to squeeze the water out of the tea bag, and I don't have to put the tea bag in the bin. It's all about minimizing the amount of steps for me. This is the ultimate tea in its final form. And then I got lemon passion fruit tea. This is exciting. And also, no caffeine in these. Very good.
I remember when last time we were here, when we were still doing like detective work.
Oh, trying to work out what was wrong with me.
Yeah, and then there was like a time where we had like a green tea, and the next day it was like, ah, yummy.
So fucking good. You want to try?
Kinda, yeah. Is it clean?
Yeah, that hasn't been used. Oh my god.
I love passion fruit.
It's so nice.
Passion fruit is slay.
Lemon passion. Okay, so I had
wow.
Yeah, there's lemon
Whoa.
rind.
Whoa, that's so sweet.
Yes, give me more. Give me more.
It's funny because I thought I was the sweet tooth. But I think it's like, I like sweet things, but I think you like sweeter things, but
That's
less
why I
often.
like you. We have these little balls. They are sesame on the outside and a fried dough, and on the inside, now I've only ever had the red bean on the inside, but these are green bean. So I really hope that's not
Green bean?
green bean, like string bean. I hope it just means
They're not green tea?
no. Not good.
Not good?
No,
No, honey.
sorry. Anyone that's eaten these little things before, you know You know, when you look at it from this side and you know what you're expecting, bite into it, it looks like that. And also, it's tough.
Well, there's a version of these that's more like mochi-like, right?
This is what I was expecting, but the filling inside is not good. It's like, look how dry it is. And it's normally, I have the best fucking idea.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's nice. I like stuff like this. This dry filling is familiar to me.
You know what? I was in a gifted program at school. You can see. Much better.
They wanted me to be an engineer.
But instead we eat food on camera for thousands of people to see. Gotta find some Milo.
I looked, I couldn't find any.
What sort of Australians are we? There's always meant to be Milo. Hang on.
This is yum. I like the green. Oh,
I looked and I couldn't find any.
okay. Well, I did. It was top down. It's a top down drawer.
Right, so I've got a fair bit of egg and soy sauce left.
I don't know how much egg we're meant to have left.
Another important question for everyone. I'm fairly sure they sell Milo overseas. Are you a more Milo than milk or more milk than Milo? Because I will fill a cup with Milo and just put in enough milk to turn it into a paste, and then I eat it with a spoon. So I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, much egg. I think when they were describing it, I think it's like they had the bowl almost clean, you know, whereas we had a...
So in other words, we needed more toast.
Maybe, or maybe less egg. I did, because your little eggs are quite
pie?
small.
Oh, the bantam eggs.
Yeah, so they were like, oh, use, you know, like 2 to 3 eggs per person. So I was like, oh, I should use...
Alex's chicken eggs are...
They're like small.
Tiny.
So I was like, I'll use like 10. Not per person. I use like...
You use 10 eggs?
I use like 8. And they also, the recipe said to have a sacrificial egg. Because the way you do it with the water, it's like, it equalizes the temperature so that...
Yeah, you're giving a sacrifice to make sure that the eggs cook good.
Yeah, there's 1 extra egg than you need to make the temperature of the water go to where it needs to be. Is that... Oh, good girl. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, you love your Milo and egg, don't you, Tom? Yum.
I need a good thumbnail. Hang on. If I just sit looking really sad and just like eating it, and you just have to be like patting me on the shoulder.
I can do one of those ones like where I'm like crying. Just, I'm so sad.
Wait, I need more Milo on my mouth.
What? It's giving tragedy.
Look at those sleepy puppies. I don't know where their mother is. She's not here. And also, look at these other sleepy puppies. Mystery dog. Mystery dog. Reveal is not coming soon. Sorry. And Cedric and Hazel. Oh my god. Oh, no, I was about to say they're doing the same thing. They both had... No, Hazel. You're so cute. Hi, Hazel. Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh, big... Oh, no, shh. Mystery dog, shush. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hi. Hi, Hazel. Where is your mother? Where is she? Cedric, where's your mother? She's not here. Oh, you funny girl. Oh, Cedric is lying on his side. Oh. Hey, shh, everyone, shush. Shh, don't get jealous. Stop getting jealous, everyone. Stop.
So you guys know that I'm full of surprises, and boy, have I got a good one for you today. Check this out. I'd like to introduce you to some new, I would say little friends, but they're not really friends. They don't like me at all. I was given these birds for free by a man because he said that he believed me to be a good person that would take care of them. So they have no names. They are tiger grizzly pigeons, and the moment they got here, they laid eggs. So they have there's 2 eggs there, and also they've really made themselves at home. Let me just show you the nest that they built in my office, and let me show you the state of my office floor. Why are they in my office? Because the aviary was supposed to be finished by now. The aviary did not get finished. Sam is now no longer here to help with the aviary. I'm not capable of doing it on my own. So the happy couple has just had a really good time in my office. Then they knocked a picture off the shelf, and there's broken glass everywhere. And there's a lot of bird poo. And you might ask, why not just catch them and put them in a cage? Let me demonstrate. Please hold this for me.
Okay.
Why don't you just catch them and put them in a cage?
Ooh. Ooh. Sorry.
Go on, Alex. Just catch them.
Sorry, I get easily frightened. As I mentioned the other day. I know they're not going to do anything. But
All right, I'll just catch them. Don't worry. Alex, why is the floor so dirty?
just catch them.
I've been trying to catch these pigeons. I was going to say I regret saying yes when the man offered them to me. I'm sure that once I catch them and I have the opportunity to tame them, things will be fine and I won't regret adopting them. But for now...
The way you described it, you were like, oh, thank you, but no. And he was like, I insist.
And look, also up here, look at this. They've really gone and made themselves at home.
Oh my god.
He's been, I had some straw that I put, so the lady laid an egg. She dragged a Polaroid picture over here and laid an egg on top of it. Like, she was literally like, this Polaroid, it can be good nesting material. And then she laid one of these eggs on top of it. And I was like, you can't just do that. So, you know, I got straw. And now he's been going into the shopping bag and taking the straw and taking it up there. So for all I know, there could be more eggs up there. It's an actual proper bird's nest. Oh, look, and they've made it on top of a picture of Daniel and I. And
Symbolic.
they've made it next to my little yes-style chicken lamp. I don't see any eggs yet, and they're probably really frustrated because they're like, God damn it, we put the eggs down there and now we've got no way of putting them up here. So anyway, Lucy and I want to obviously clean the office because it's fucking filthy, and I can't catch the birds on my own. And even when I come in here at night and all the lights are off, they sense me coming. They can hear me breathing.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah. So I just thought I'll just leave the camera rolling in the corner of the room and you can just watch us attempt to rein them in.
Do you have any, like, implements?
Michelle has some nets for her fish. Here, birdie, 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 birdies. Here, birdie, birdie, birdies.
They didn't like that one.
The
No.
goal is
No.
that they will get confused and they'll sort of circle and then they'll land on the floor. And when they're on the floor, I can easily nab them. I just have to get them to the floor. Oh, Lucy,
What?
you had one job.
I'm not tall enough. This is promising, I feel. It's a bit cumbersome, but it's a promising. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Hang on. I'll come up and hold it. And then, wait. Oh my god.
girls does it take to catch a racing pigeon?
How many girl bosses?
Ah! I sound like going to fall through. Oh, come to the box.
Okay, I'm going to try to lower this box down. Okay. Oh, it's not in the box anymore.
Alright.
This one's the easiest one for me to catch them from. So if we stuff pillows up there. Okay. So then,
Let's do that one as well.
ooh. Now you take this all the way to the ceiling, basically.
Oh.
She just said, oh.
Yes!
They call me the bird whisperer. Oh.
And I'm a lady.
Naughty little birds. Hey, Michelle, take this spoon and eat what's on it.
Oh god.
It doesn't contain dairy, don't worry.
Is it taro?
What? How did you know?
I can tell by the colour.
Oh, fuck. Do you like
I
it?
do, it's delicious.
Fish tour. Come on, tell us. Come on, I promised them.
We promised the people.
This is Ursula. He is a Siamese fighting fish.
There's a pleco just here.
Keep eating your food.
There we go.
He's like, I do not wish to eat anymore.
There's two of those.
Little sucky mouths.
And then tell us what you've got over here.
Those are corridoras. We have a few different colours. We have, I think, 2 coolie loaches in here. And then we have a bunch of baby bristlenose plecos and one giant bristlenose pleco who is not a baby. She's an adult and she's...
Oh my gosh, the babies have grown so much.
Yeah, right?
Oh, they're so much bigger.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
so cute.
And we'll have no hope whatsoever of seeing the coolie loaches. Oh,
No.
look, a friendly little snail.
That is a bladder snail.
A bladder snail?
Yeah. They just come free with all the plants you get. Look at how many are up here.
Oh my god.
Alex and I like to scoop them out and then feed them to the chickens, don't
Yeah.
we? Yeah. Because we have so many. Oh, here's a corridor. Are you good, bro?
It's not dead, is it?
You're joking. I don't think so. I think he's... Oh, no, he's alive. Look, he's moving. I was so scared for a second because he was chilling in there. Look. Oh, he's gone in there. He's like, it's nice. And look at him. He's like, why did the light turn on?
All right, so who's this?
This is Kodo. Here we go. He's a good boy.
He's a big boy.
He's so cute.
Look at the size of him compared to my hand.
Look at his green poops. He likes to eat the duckweed at the top. He is the eater of the duckweed.
Hello. He's so cute.
He's a good boy. He's
at him
missed all
go.
the food down there though. Look, Kodo, it's down there.
And then in here,
And in there we have...
it's a mystery.
It's a mystery snail. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. So
Snail.
there's one, and there is one other one
The
who is
really
big.
big
There he
chunky
is,
boy.
chunky man.
He's huge. I
This is
love the guppies. The guppies are so
quarantine
cute.
tank. So they were in a good tank, but it exploded. So you know. Look, you can see the shrimp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can. They're very busy.
They are. They're like, there's lots of food here. Like, there we go. And some pellets.
There's
They're like, I sense food.
how many shrimp do you reckon are in here?
Honestly, hard to tell because they're good at hiding. Look, there's a really nice red one over there.
Where?
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
We call her Big Mama.
Yes.
She's a big lady. She's always pregnant.
She's always pregnant.
She's always banging. She's like, I have eggs to spare.
Sorry, I said hang on because I was like, wait, what we're talking about right now, we need to record this conversation. So, hang on, let me put you on the tripod. Now I feel like you need some context. Do you guys remember in Thriftmas, in the first year of Thriftmas, I found a green onyx stone jewelry box. Caitlin is out for my jewelry box. I so gladly give things away right, left, and center because I'm like, look, I have so much stuff. Please.
She's tried to give me so many things.
Okay, I will give anyone anything, most things from this house. But Caitlin was like, can I have your jewelry box? And I was like, shit. And then the part of me that's like, give it to your friend because you love her.
It's nice.
She really wants it. But I was like, but I actually really like this. It's like the only thing that's never happened to me before. Normally when one of my friends looks at something in the house and they're like, I like that, I'm like, have it. But Caitlin went to the jewelry box and I was like, I love my stone jewelry box.
You went Gollum mode.
Yeah. And then Caitlin was looking on eBay for them, and she can see them on eBay. They're all over eBay. But she was like, I specifically like your one because the natural stone is different. Like all the different onyx stones are all different. She's like, I just really like your one, and I'm like, predicament. And then I was like, just give it to her, and I was like, no, I really like it though. No, but I hardly use it, but I do. It does have jewelry in it, so it is serving its. Anyway, we were talking about the jewelry box, and then Lucy was like, well, if there was one thing that I was going to be like, could I?
Yeah, because I look, because all the time I'll be like, because we have similar tastes, especially in clothing, right? So like, we often have overlap too.
Yeah.
Like I'll have something, you'll be like, oh, I was gonna get that, or you like
all the
have
time.
the cardigan. I was like, I was gonna buy
Oh,
that.
and you gave me the Skims fluffy things. And
Yeah.
I was going to buy those.
There's a Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. There's like 10 of them now in that particular range.
I bought them when they first released
Yes.
them, and they came out with 3.
Yes.
You should not have just said to me that there's 10.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? Because I'm very like, if any of you watch, thanks. But I'm like a decluttering kind of like if I have some eyeshadow.
I can't. She's
Brutal.
I've never
Not
seen
brutal.
anything like it. She just looks at her makeup and she goes, well, actually this shade doesn't suit me. I'll give away this lipstick or whatever.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
you just part with these things?
I mean, so do you, but
Only now that I'm on the medication, which is why I turned on the camera, because I was about to say to you about my medication. I was like, wait, I should record. And now we've talked for 6 minutes.
slay.
So Lucy said when they released the Pat McGrath palettes in Australia, because we could never buy them here, they released them, and then I went and I bought the 3 that were available, and I've never used them. I've used one of them, one of the palettes, and the reason that I got 3 is because of my OCD.
Yeah.
I
entered your booty guru era.
If there is a collection of something, I either buy the whole collection or I'm not allowed to buy it. So before I had a corporate job, back when I was just working paycheck to paycheck, working as a barista, going through university, I didn't buy anything, because if there was if there was a black, pink and grey cardigan available that I liked, I would say, well, I can't just buy one because I know of the existence of the other 2.
Yeah.
So because I can't afford all 3, I just won't buy it. So when I couldn't afford to buy things, it was literally a non-issue. I just didn't buy things because, yes, I love those pants, but they come in light denim, like light wash, dark wash, and black. I need to have... I can't just buy the black ones knowing that there's a light wash and a dark wash as well, because then I haven't completed the collection. So now, then when I had the money, I went through, I accidentally started this. What is it, guys? You want some food?
You want a Pat McGrath palette?
He's like, Pat? Pat?
Oh no.
Pat. Okay.
Oh, no.
Pat.
Mystery dog. Mystery dog.
Yeah. So when I was having a bit of an interest in makeup, and then I would see there was a product launch, and the first one that comes to mind, aside from Pat McGrath, is Too Faced. Millie told me that Too Faced was launching a peach collection.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
I said, oh, what are you going to get? And she was like, oh, I think I'm going to get a blush, maybe a highlight, and I might get one of the eyeshadow palettes, but I'm not sure. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, I might make a video about the collection and I'll buy some things. And it went up on their website and there was like 20 products.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I remember working at beauty stores and Too Faced would launch a new collection and we'd have to redo the whole. Because they've got like 6 liquid lipsticks and 3. Yeah. It's
so
not...
when I saw the collection launch and I was like, I'm going to be reviewing the collection, I have to buy the collection. So I spent like $900 and I bought every shade of the lipstick, every single eyeshadow palette, every single blush, every single highlight. I bought every single item that launched, and I've never used any of them. And when I remember I did a makeup tour, you know, showing my beauty room, and a lot of people in the comment section were getting upset because they were like, why the fuck did you buy contour that's clearly for people of color? Like, why did you buy lipsticks that are literally not intended for your skin tone?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then they say, and you've never used it, because I would say, well, I got all the lipsticks and I used the red and the orange. And then people are like, well, that's so wasteful. Why don't, if you're not going to wear the other colors, why the fuck did you buy them? And because on the main channel, you know, I never talked about any things about my brain, I didn't reply and say I didn't want to buy them, but I had to. And if I didn't buy all of them, I wasn't allowed to buy any of them at all.
Yeah.
So I ended up with a huge amount of makeup. So when the Pat McGrath palettes launched, and there were 3 of them, I had to buy all of them. So I got all the lipsticks and all of the palettes. There's 6 palettes from one range and 3 from another range up there. And I've dipped into like 2 or 3 of the colors out of like from all of the colors there are. I've probably dipped a brush into maybe 3 of them, and I've never touched them. And Lucy, last time she was looking at the makeup, she was like, oh, I was going to buy this one. And I was like, oh, you know, oh, this is before I was on the medication, and you were talking about the fact that you wanted to buy it. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's nice. Like, you should. It's really good.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was like, well, she can't take it. She can't take the one, because then I'll have 2, and then the set won't be complete.
Yeah.
And then the part of the actual real Alex inside that's like sort of being weighed down by the mental illness, she's like, just give it to her. You don't have to justify it.
You don't have to rationalize everything.
Yeah.
But I think, I remember it being interesting in the conversation because you were like, oh, maybe you can help me declutter some of my makeup.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I kind of went, well, how ham do you want to go? Because I was like, I mean, I'm pretty into makeup too. That's also like back in the day, we were both like really into, you know, beauty stuff. And I was kind of, and I think I said something because I've done Alex's makeup a couple of times just for funsies. And I think I said something, and the reason why it was this specific palette that stood out is because Alex is quite warm toned in skin. Alex looks beautiful in like these super peachy colors and apricots and rose golds. I look better in like silvery color. I'm cool toned, right? Warm toned, cool toned. And like, you don't have to follow these rules of makeup at all, but I know Alex and how she does her makeup. And I said to her something like, oh, like, I was like, oh yeah, you haven't even used it. And I was like, and I said something along the lines of, because I didn't, you know the full, I kind of had inklings. I was like, I knew you were a completionist or a collector. Kind of, that's how I saw it. But I was like,
or a hoarder, as a lot of people call me.
I think that's
when they don't know.
That's a word with some negative connotations. I was always just like, everyone's different, you know.
It's interesting. I was listening to a psychiatrist talking about OCD, the difference between people with OCD or ADHD and hoarders, because obviously hoarding is like a mental health problem, and they said that the difference is a hoarder looks at the things that they have, can't justify why they have them, and can't part with them, and does not want to like. There is absolutely no desire at all to want to get rid of those things. The only desire that is there is the desire to have them. And why do you need that? They don't know why they need it. They just have to have it. Versus someone with OCD looks at all of this stuff and thinks, God, I don't want any of this. Like, it's taking up so much space in my life. I don't want this shit. But they themselves can't get rid of it. So they want someone else to just come in. Hey, people will say people with OCD would say, and this was nuts when I heard the guy say this word for word, because he was like, often people that have OCD will say, I wish someone could just come here and take it all away. Versus a hoarder, if someone came and tried to take everything away, the hoarder would be very, very, very distressed. Versus me, the amount of times I've said things like, this sounds really horrible, and obviously I don't actually mean it, but I've said things like, if there was a house fire and it all burnt down, I'd be glad, because I'd be free of those things.
The relief.
Obviously, I don't want any
No.
any personal things like photos or my computer.
No one who
But I
with
just
good
mean
intentions.
I just mean the piles of things that I have, because my brain says to me, you have to have that because it completes a set.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting, because I was talking to my dad about OCD, and I've always known my dad has OCD, and he didn't know. Like, my parents' generation, they don't really
They don't
know
have the language
anything
to-
about mental health.
yeah.
And I've always said, my mum and I would always say, oh, Dad, you've got OCD, because Dad is like a hand washer, like like to the point where his skin will like crack and bleed and everything. He has to wash, and Dad always checks things, like he's got to check the lock on the door a certain number of times. And we used to watch Monk, a TV show with a private investigator kind of thing, and he's got OCD, and the reason that he's so good at solving crimes is because he's so meticulous and pedantic about things. And my mum and dad and I would sit down for like family TV nights, and we're eating our microwave dinners and we're watching Monk, and Mum would go, oh, Daddy, you do that. And I go, yeah, Dad, you do that. And then some things I'd go, hey, I do that. And I was talking to my dad.
Relatable.
I was talking to my dad, and I was like, so Dad, now that I've been diagnosed with OCD, and we know that OCD is hereditary, and my psychiatrist said to me, you would have got it from someone in your family. Do you think perhaps you could have OCD? And he was like, well, I used to always say that I did all of the things that Detective Monk did. And anyway, I was talking to my dad about the collecting thing, specifically about eyeshadows. And I was saying, I have all of this makeup up there that's brand new, unopened, and I had no interest in owning it, but I had to get it because it completed the set. And Dad was like, that's interesting. You know my Akubra hat. An Akubra hat is, it's like the Australian version of a...
Crocodile Dundee hat?
Yeah.
That's not one of the ones with the...
Yeah. No. Well, it's like the Crocodile Dundee hat, but it doesn't have corks
The
hanging
dongles.
off it. But
The dongles.
it's like, are they like a cowboy hat kind of thing?
It's an Australian cowboy hat. It's
Yeah,
quite
made of
literally
leather.
what it is, yeah.
And Dad said that Akubra released these 3 hats. They did it in like a dark brown, and then a light brown, and a black. And he went into a store and he only saw the one, and he was like, oh, that's a nice Akubra hat, I'll buy it. And he got a brown one. And then a few weeks later, he went back to that same store for something else and saw that there were actually other colors available. And he was like, oh, well, I've got it in the brown. I'll have to get it in the other colors. And he said, in my wardrobe at home, I've had them for 20 years. If you slide open my dad's wardrobe, up the top, there's these 2 brand new Akubra hats, and then the one that he actually wears. And I started crying. I was just like, my dad, I love my mum dearly. Mother, you know that I love you. But I think that I've always related very closely to my dad. I feel like personality-wise, I'm a lot more like my dad than my mum. My mum's very strong-willed and she doesn't take shit from anyone, and she will tell you how it is, like she, like what?
Hi, Alex's mom, I love you.
Hi, Mum. Like how when I was saying when the guy was following me, and I had to stop and think, okay, what would my mum do? Because my mum is not a timid or meek kind of woman. Like Mum going, well, I would have kicked him in the balls, And I'm like, okay, my mum is more outgoing. But as she tells me, she wasn't always like this. This is how I've known her to be. But she says to me, when I was your age, I was also like you. I was very sort of submissive, and I let people walk all over me kind of thing. But my dad and I are both... I'm literally just like my dad. Like, with exactly the same in everything.
Yeah.
So
Same vibe.
yeah.
Similar vibe.
So it's been really interesting for me now. I was really scared to talk to my parents about my diagnosis and everything, because they never gave me any reason to think that they would be judgmental of it. But as with anything, when you have to tell your parents something that you've found out or realized about yourself in some way, there's always going to be some anxiety about how's my mum going to react, or how will my dad react, whatever. So I was really scared to tell them about the ADHD and the OCD. And then when I told them, and you know, they gave me the biggest hug, and they've just been incredible about it. So now I feel very, very comfortable sitting down and talking to my parents about it. And the more I talk to my dad and the more I tell him about my OCD things that I've done my whole life, and I've always just done them, it happens in my head, but I've never told anyone I do that. And then I tell my dad, and then my dad starts telling me all these things that he's like, oh, I've done that like the hats thing. I've had these hats in the wardrobe for 20 years. And I think I cried just because I was like, my dad and I have this shared thing that goes on inside our brains. But because no one talks about these things to each other, you feel alone. And I was like, my God, like imagine if Dad and I, you know, had been like speaking about this for years, I wouldn't have felt, you know, alone, or I wouldn't have struggled, because maybe I could have said to Mum, hey, I have issues with this and that. Could you please not put things there because of my OCD, instead of me just being like, hey, don't touch that, don't put that there, or whatever. But you know, it's funny, sorry, this is a completely sidetracked conversation, but my dad has always said to me, because Dad used to have to go to Japan a lot for work, and he's always said, the happiest that I am is when I'm in Japan, because everything is very simple. And he says, when I travel to Japan for work, I just stay in a hotel near where I have to be. And Japanese hotels are usually very, very simple. It's just a room, a small room, and a bed, and a little table, and then the bathroom. And Dad said when he goes to Japan, he just takes his suitcase, he puts it on the little table, he leaves all of his things in it, he opens up the suitcase, he takes out what he needs for the day, and he'll sit on the end of the bed and he'll, you know, read a book or do what he needs to do while he's killing time. And then he goes out, and then he comes back after his day, and he opens the door, and he's like, I just opened the door, and there's just a bed, and there's a suitcase, and everything's packed away. There's no clutter, there's no decorations, there's nothing. And he's like, I feel so completely at peace within myself when it's like that. But then when you live in a house, and you know, you have a wife and a daughter that own a lot of things, you know, like a wife that likes to keep statues of Lassie collie dogs on the fireplace, and you know, a daughter that has Pokemon cards all over the place, and you know, like a Nintendo is there, and there's cords there, and there's a controller there, and this sort of stuff. It's like he would say, you know, he just doesn't feel at peace when there's things everywhere. And I'm like, I'm exactly the same. You know, like looking at this over here, just it sends me. Like, those are supposed to be installed in a drawer unit that we're meant to build. Over there, that little thing, one of the vases over there has a lid, but one is missing a lid. And then those two things have plants, but then one of them doesn't have a plant. And then there's a bag, and then that thing. And then, like, there's just so much going on over here. And this whole time that Lucy and I have been sitting here and talking, I just keep looking at that spot, and it's distressing me. And then my dad and I will be sitting in this lounge room together talking, and I'll be telling him about my mental health issues and OCD things that I do. And then suddenly we'll bring up something else, and then we'll both go, I do that too. So anyway, the whole moral of the story, Lucy just mentioned about the Pat McGrath palette, how she was like, oh, if there was one thing that I was going to be like, I really like that.
The reason being, I was like, I know you don't use it, because also, and last time I was here, you were like, oh, like, help me declutter some of this stuff. And I was like,
so she tried to help, but then every time she was like, so here's 3 palettes that are brand new, unopened.
And I think you won't use these colors, and
you
I know you
don't wear
like
these colors.
This is the palette you use the most. These colors are similar, so we're keeping them, but I know you don't like these
So she
colors.
was like, maybe you should donate these, or, you know, give these away. And I was like, no.
You were like, oh no, but they're part of the collection.
No, I need to keep them.
And it was rational. And to me, I was like, oh, she's rationalized it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
But when you brought it up just then, and you said, oh, I would take that cool toned Pat McGrath palette.
Cussing me. I'm like, I'll take something that you will never miss.
And I said, yeah, go take it. And she was like, no, I can't, because like it completes the collection for you. And I was like, Yeah. Like it doesn't, I don't feel distressed at the thought of you taking those things.
Maybe tonight's the night that I should help you do the makeup to
Well,
clear out.
we spent an entire afternoon months ago before I was medicated for OCD. I was on the ADHD stuff, but not OCD. We spent an entire afternoon decluttering, and Lucy made a pile of suggestions of things I should get rid of.
Yeah, it wasn't like trash. Or
Anything that was like a one-off, you know, if it was like well, okay, this is a single KVD lipstick that you don't wear this color, and I'm like thinking to myself, yeah, there's only one, I can get rid of that. But
a single dark green lipstick.
Yeah, a single thing.
Yeah.
But anything that there was, you know, you would take 3 shades from one range and only leave 2 behind. It was just so distressing to me. But just then, before I hit record, and you said, you know, that's the one product that I would, you know, maybe take. And then I just felt truly at peace when I was like, oh, just take it. And you were like, but it completes the collection. And in my head, it's one of the first times that I've thought, oh, fuck the collection. I don't need the collection. Like, what do I'm not going to open it or use it. In the past, I'd go, I'm not going to open it or use it, but it completes the collection. So it has to be there.
Yeah.
And if I send that one away, every time I look at the other 2,
it's going to be stressful.
My eye will twitch because I know there's a third one and the set is not complete. But now it's just so weird how the medication, like, I realize the medication, sometimes I think the meds aren't working very well, but I do feel like the meds work, the thought that comes into the brain instantly is what tells me whether or not the medication is working. So for you talking about that palette and me saying just take it, you saying no, I can't take it because
I know you like the
and then
collection,
me being like no, take it, because the very first thought in my head was, oh, fuck the collection, like you take it. I was like, oh, because usually the very first thought is take it, you take it.
Yeah, normally it's been the
you
reverse.
take it. The collection won't be complete.
It's always been the reverse, because, you know, I've helped declutter some stuff, or, you know, you've been like, oh, like, why don't you help? You've been like, oh, I really, you know, have all this makeup and I really wish I could get rid of it. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I know stuff about makeup, and I know you really well. I know what colors you use and don't use. Yeah, like, I like organizing stuff. Like, let me have a look at it and I'll pull through, and like you said, I'll put some stuff aside that I think you don't use, and then I'll put it in a little bin, being like the maybe get rid of, and then, you know, that's, you know, good. And I usually go pretty light as well, because I know in the past that you are reluctant to declutter. But it's interesting. A few months ago, it was like clearly, oh, I want to do this, but when it comes to it, you're like, oh, I can't, and I feel like that's fine, like, what, you know, whatever it is. But it's interesting now that you're almost it's like flipped.
Yeah.
Where it's like you kind of we don't even think about it, like it's not stressing you out as much.
It doesn't stress me.
Like you weren't like, we need to declutter this, or you didn't bring it up, but when I did bring it up kind of tangentially, you were like, oh yeah, no, like, don't need it.
Yeah, don't
and I was like, but a complete, like, I was like, no, like, I know that we've done this before.
We've been down this road before.
But
not on fluvoxamine.
Not on fluvoxamine.
Also, the other thing for me with clothing, I know a lot of people in the past have called me a hoarder. You know, they're like, oh, she hoards the clothing, like she doesn't wear that, she's hoarding it. And in my head, I'm like, if the wardrobe's set on fire, I would be so grateful, because I wouldn't have to worry about not parting with the things, because if I see it go, oh, this is the funniest thing for me is when I go to declutter. So before I realized that the Dex made my OCD worse, because Dex being a stimulant, you know, higher heart rate, all that sort of thing, like anyone that's predisposed to have anxiety, Dex makes their anxiety a lot worse. So Dex being an ADHD medication. So there was a point last year where I would be taking the Dex to get myself up and, you know, get myself motivated, doing things, focusing on things. And I would go into the wardrobe and say, right, I'm focused. I'm not going to get distracted. I'm going to clear up the wardrobe and I'm going to cull some things. And I would look at things and I'd you know, cull them, and I'd put them away. And then I would come down. Sorry, I've got this the wrong way around. If I if I did it in the morning and I'd only had my first dose of decks, I'd be able to I would start culling things and I'd put them in a donate pile. But come the evening, because I would be having decks throughout the day, so come the evening when I had a higher dose in my system and it's accumulated, the OCD would ramp up, and then I would look at the box of things that I decluttered in the morning and then freak out and pull a whole bunch of them back out and put them back up on the rack.
I've seen you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I was able to sort of juggle now with the OCD medication, I can have the decks without the OCD being so bad. And the first thing that I did when I was in control, anyone that watched this video I uploaded a couple of years back where I bought the Hello Kitty collection from Chore, from the Korean brand Chore. And when it launched, it went live, and every single item, there was a hoodie that had a logo on the front, then a hoodie that had the Hello Kitty written on the drawstrings but the cat face on the back. Then there was like a zip up one, and it had an embroidered one, an embroidered kitty here, and then another zip up one that had a big kitty on the back. And they launched all these various
and similar, but
each one there was a white and a pink and a purple for each one. And when it launched, I was like, well, I can't just buy the purple hoodie with the zipper and a pink pullover, because there's also a purple and a white pullover, and there's also I've got to get all of them. And I remember filming the video and saying something like, I kind of put it down to, me being so obsessed with Hello Kitty, I just had to have all of them.
YouTube Alive. Actually, I remember when we were doing it, because I was like, I bought from Chore before. And you're like, you're going to get any from the Hello Kitty collection? I said, maybe one or two. And you're like, why aren't you getting one of everything? Like, you were like, you should just get one of everything, because then you can do a collection review. And I was like,
I used to think it was kind of normal. I was like, as if what, isn't that the point of a collection? It's a collection because you're supposed to have the whole thing.
But also the thing we do, it kind of like not masks or disguises it, but because we're YouTubers.
Yeah,
you could just like you would be like, I have the whole collection because I bought it for a video, and I'd be like, like plenty of YouTubers do that. So I'd be like, that's pretty.
What's the word where? Enable. My YouTube channel would enable me. Would enable my OCD like tendencies to do these. And anyway, so when
it's more justifiable.
When the fluvoxamine really kicked in, I knew it was really working, because I went into the wardrobe to do a declutter, and I looked at all of those hoodies, and I was like, so there's 2 white Hello Kitty hoodies, 2 purple Hello Kitty hoodies, 2 pink Hello Kitty hoodies. 4 of them are brand new with tags. I've only ever worn the white zip up one and the purple pull over one, or something, whatever it was. I can't remember. I put aside all these Hello Kitty hoodies that were brand new with their tags, and I was like, they can go. I can sell them. I'll just keep the ones that I wear. And then I stopped, and I was like, whoa, I'm parting with. And then also when the Barbie collection launched, and you got the checkered Barbie cardigan.
Yes.
And then I went on the website and I added all of the items from the Barbie collection to my cart, and I was going to buy everything. And then I think you talked me down out of it, and then I just bought the checkered one, and I was like, wow. That was before the OCD meds. I'm pretty sure that when that happened, or maybe I was on a very small dose. I can't remember, but I remember if I'd been alone in the room, I would have paid and put through every single one of them. But you were sitting next to me, and you were like, whoa, you don't need like every shade of that cardigan. What do you do?
Yeah, because you were like, it's like for a video, and I was like, but some of this collection launched like 6. Like, I was like, it's a cute video idea, and I'm sure people would watch it, but I was like, because you're like, it's really relevant, and I was like, some of it has already actually come out, and like, I mean, go for it, but I was like, it's maybe not as relevant as it would be if it launched yesterday, because, that's right, because I'd already bought mine, and I'd worn mine.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's been out for a while, so.
Yeah.
Not like, obviously good content's still good content, but I was like, if you're doing it solely because it's trendy, might have missed the boat a little bit on that one.
And you sort of talked me down out of it, and then I was so relieved that you did, because when the pink checkered one came. I love the pink checkered one.
Yeah, it's super cute. Love
And
that cardigan.
they're-
I think it's still available, by the way.
Yeah, and I just remember being like, well, yeah, this is lovely. I have this one. Of course, I don't actually need it in
And
every
it's the
single
one you
color.
wanted. You wanted that one the most.
Yeah. You were really good at the way that you sort of talked me down out of it, because I was literally in this sort of OCD haze. Yeah, looking at all the items available and being like, well, I can't just choose one. So anyway, you should take the Pat McGrath palette because I literally, as I am on my medication, I don't care. But the amount of times that I've culled things when I've been in a good state, and then something stressful has happened that's really ramped up my OCD, and I've taken it all back again.
Yeah.
So I always say to Dan, if I put a box of things that are supposed to be donated, if I put it downstairs, you need to get it the fuck out of here as soon as you can, because if I look at it again, I will probably suddenly be like, well, hang on, that can't go, because I've, like, this comes in 3 colors, and I can't get rid of that color, even though I put it in the donate box, because I was like, when I was in a good headspace, I was like, I'm literally never ever going to wear this color. Donate it.
Because, and also you find such ways to, like, the way you rationalize it as well. It's such a, you know, oh, but like, and then I'm like, okay, well, you know, that makes sense. You know, the way you say it is like, oh, but I have it for this reason and this reason and this reason, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's 3 reasons. That's more than none. So sure, whatever. But yeah, I remember there was like a time where I was like, let me help you. You know, we'll do a little declutter, and you're like, yeah, that'd be great. And at the start of the day, you were like really confident, like these things, and then we'd get to the afternoon, and I'd be like, cool,
on the
and you'd
verge
be
of a
like,
breakdown.
yeah, and you were like,
I was like
suddenly,
disassociating.
like, it wasn't good. You're not doing too crash hot. But you know, I'd be like, cool, like I've made all these piles, like, you know, done them all, and so like, you know, and you know, I'm not a mental health pro by any means, so I'd be like, cool, so like if you just want to now I'm like, okay, next time I just like hide it somewhere. But I was like, oh, because you're like, I trust you, like you just go through the stuff, you know, you just go through the stuff in the bathroom or something, and you'd be like, oh, but no, but this is really special. And
Yeah,
like,
do you remember you I asked you to help me declutter my bathroom?
Yes.
And I specifically asked Lucy to go in there and do it.
Just go. Just
because
do it.
I knew it, whenever I try to do it, I end up keeping expired things.
Yes.
I'm really, really terrible with keeping expired products, because
Everyone does.
I like the packaging, or like the packaging matches other things that I have or something. And anyway, so Lucy went in and she did it, and then she had filled like a little bag or a box or something with the things that she wasn't sure. The things that you thought, things that were rubbish,
Yeah.
you put them in a rubbish bag. And then I snuck into the bathroom and I looked at the rubbish bag and I was like, oh, keep this. And Lucy's going, that expired 8 years ago.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I was like, that's a face
keep
mask
this,
that's
keep
turned.
this.
I have that. That's a different color. It's not meant to be that color. You shouldn't like.
And then I just pulled everything out of the trash bag and kept it.
Yeah.
And then on fluvoxamine, I went back, found a bunch of that stuff, and just got rid of it without a second thought. But it had to go immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as it went in the bag, I'm like, it's got to go, because if I rediscover this in the morning when I've woken up and my medication hasn't kicked in or whatever, like that's...
And I don't know, but for me, right? Because like, you know, we've got slightly different brains, so I'm like just a tad.
I like your brain. It's amazing when I watch her just
Smooth
function
brain.
as a human. I'm just like, wow, how do you do that? You just woke up and had a shower. You brushed your teeth. You did your skincare. You sat down, ate some breakfast, replied to some emails. You went to the gym. I'm like, how is this possible?
I mean, I forgot to brush my teeth today. That happened. Like
You caught it off me. It's contagious.
Oh no, I do it sometimes at home. You know, if you have a day where you don't go out, I kind of just get caught up doing
Yes,
things.
no, but what?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Go months without brushing my teeth. But anyway, we've been recording for 40 minutes.
Slay.
But people like to just listen to my videos while they're cleaning and stuff like that. So I've realized,
It's giving a podcast.
yeah, the amount of times that I've filmed a long conversation or something, and then I've gone, well, now I'm going to have to watch it all back and edit it all and cut out any parts where, you know, like the dogs were barking and I yelled and I was like, hey, normally I would want to watch the whole thing back and cut things like that out. But I've realized the people that are on this channel, they're like, just post it. I just like listening to you having a real conversation. It doesn't have to be fine-tuned or
You're all
anything
very
like that.
cute.
You're all
I
wonderful.
read the comments.
Yeah, she does. She watches and she's like, wow,
do.
look at these sweet people in Alex's.
You're all very nice, so thanks for that.
Thanks for the nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I actually, for today's vlog, in every vlog I brush my teeth, which I've done, and
Oh, you've done that, I haven't.
I
I should have done it with you.
take a photo, which I did. I took a photo of Errol this morning.
Cute.
So the only thing I have left to do for this video
Oh,
is
a parcel.
a parcel.
Oh, good.
And then, well, it's supposed to be Friday Fun Day, so our friends are coming over tonight.
Yes.
So I guess I could probably get a little tiny bit of footage of people here. Oh, I got in Discord earlier today. Someone said, out of everyone in the Pretty Pastel crew, who do you identify with the most? Or
Oh,
something
is it
like
like
that?
a tag yourself kind of thing?
Yeah,
Oh my
sort
God,
of.
that's very cute.
And then two people were like, Caitlin, I'm definitely the Caitlin of my friend group. And then there was a Lucy, I'm the Lucy. And then there was a, I'm actually more of an Alex. And then there was a, I'm the girl with the name that starts with T. I can't remember it. Maybe they didn't say it starts with T. They said, I'm the girl and I can't remember her name. And then someone came along and listed, they were like, there's Tiasha, Millie, Grace, Shelley, Lucy, Alex, Beck, Jake, and Michelle, or whatever they did.
Oh my gosh.
And they were like, Tiasha, that's the one, Tiasha.
gosh.
It was so cute.
Someone should make a tag yourself.
Yeah. or
we're like RPG or like D&D characters where we have like three, like Sims, like we have three main traits.
Oh my god.
What would your three main, like if you know how like
Oh, well,
Sims...
in D&D, I've never played The Sims, but in D&D, I always go for Druid, and I'm like a stealth. I always choose a bow and arrow, and I sneak around because I would much rather be up on a hillside and pick someone off using a bow and arrow than be up close in combat. And I always have like an animal companion, and I'm trying to remember,
Sorry, just me extending this even longer. Hope you like it.
I'm
like a podcast intro. I'm like, if you were a D&D character.
It's been so long since I played. I can't remember every single. No matter what I was, if I was a tiefling or if I was like, no matter what I was, I always had the same traits that I would go for. And now I can't remember. But if it was like just traits from a game, if I was building myself as a character, it would without a doubt be like stealth, silent, sneaking around, because I like to be in the background. I don't like confrontation. I would prefer magic over strength, because then once again I don't actually have to be physically involved. I can just do it. It's kind of like Wi-Fi, like the internet is magical. I can just order groceries on the internet and they appear. I would definitely be a magic wielder.
Magic,
And I am chaotic. No, I'm chaotic good, or like neutral. Chaotic good. For sure.
Okay.
Because I am inherently, I've never done crime. I've never done anything illegal of any sort. And I never want to.
Well, isn't that lawful?
Lawful good.
Lawful good. I was
Not
like,
chaotic good.
It's not giving.
I was thinking chaotic because I'm like, I am quite a chaotic person.
A little.
But actually I'm more aligned with like lawful good.
I would say you're lawful. We've had some chats about stuff and you've just been like, I would never do that. That's against the law. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I've definitely, I mean, you'd never download a movie. Am I right, folks? You know what I mean? Like,
you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't.
Yeah, I was like, I would never do that. I have never done that. If anyone's from the internet service provider, don't check.
Sorry, if I just go anyone know what I'm referencing?
With the car.
Is anyone old enough to know what we're talking about?
But it's like, stealing is a crime. And I'm like, so true. And it's the
pirating is a crime.
And it's the funnest one. No. Okay. Yeah. When you were saying that, I was like chaotic. Yeah. Like
no, lawful good.
Lawful.
What about you?
So I've never played D&D, which is weird because I think.
But you've played Sims, so I can speak in the D&D language. You speak in Sims language.
I played Dragon Quest. I quite like Dragon Quest 9 on the DS, if anyone's familiar. And you do pick like a class of character. And I also play Fire Emblem. Outing myself as gamer girly here. Thank you. And when I play Fire Emblem, my favorite characters to include in my little team, I always love the like dancers or bards, like the entertainer.
You are a bard. That's you literally.
Well, like the entertainers. I never go for like, I'm not a combat like knight person. I'll do mages occasionally, but yeah, usually bard, dancer, like in Dragon Quest. Sorry, no, Fire Emblem, the dancer girlies, love them. They're my girlies. And then traits for playing video games and like picking what you want to put your stats into, like Skyrim or something like that. I always do the the talking, like the persuasion or charisma.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
I always put something to charisma because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so much better to talk something out than to be violent. Like, I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be like, oh, can I come into this cafe? Like, so yeah. Oh gosh, wow, art imitates life, I suppose, or gaming imitates life. So talking, persuasion, and then I usually put into like sometimes like style. Like, I always spend a lot of time customizing my character's outfit and hair and stuff. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
And sometimes in games.
Me, I'm like Daedric armor or nothing.
Well, it's even to the point where I sometimes pick the less effective outfit in terms of stats, but I just think it looks cooler.
Guilty as far as Pokemon parties go. My entire Pokemon team, I would train up the dumbest, most useless Pokemon because they were
I
cute.
played a lot of Pokemon.
But like I'm like, okay, yes, I understand that
I had a Baneri on my team. They're garbage. I love the Baneris.
I always went for like Blaziken every time, Gardevoir, when you get there's a fish that starts with an F and then it's hard to catch, and then it evolves into a Melodic, I think it's called.
Oh, okay.
And it's like this dragon looking sort of sea snake kind of thing. Yeah. Like beautiful, majestic
you pick,
Pokemon.
Like majestic fantasy kind of stuff.
And the amount of Pokemon that I'm like, yeah, okay, right, it's going to annihilate in every single battle because it's incredible, but it's fucking ugly. Like, I don't want it.
I pick like Baneri, which is
cute.
And oh gosh, the squirrel. That cute little pastel
Oh my god,
squirrel.
but that's like Gen 4 or 5.
I haven't played more recent. I played like Heart Gold was the last one that I played like aggressively.
I
never finished the game.
I started on yellow and blue, and then I got silver, and then crystal, rep crystal for life, and then sapphire, which I did 300 hours of game time, and then emerald, and then I got an emulator for ruby, and then I think I got pearl. Yeah. And then I got platinum. And then I got heart gold.
Yeah.
And I got leaf green. And I got
X or Y?
I think we got Y because that was the bird, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, I think I got did I get X? I liked the deer, which is X.
And then the last one that we got was the what's the one with the lion?
I'm not up to date.
Heart. Is it like heart and soul or something? Fire? No. I can't. Anyway, I remember all the Pokemon from 1st gen, 2nd gen, 3rd gen, most of them for 4th gen.
I'm so sorry, guys. I've been drinking this entire
she needs
water the entire. Yeah, I was like really patiently sitting here, and I was like, now it's just gonna look on camera like I'm like not interested, but I'm like, no, I just need to.
Got to dip out.
Hydrated legend. I'll come back. If
I'll just finish telling them about my
did I do 3? I did no.
Yeah, you did 3.
I did. Charisma, style,
and it's in the footage. I remember you did say. I remember. Yeah, you did. There was another one. Charisma, bard. You said bard.
Oh, that's a class.
That's a class. Yes. Oh, well, okay. Maybe you didn't say.
I'd be not chaotic neutral. Maybe just true neutral. Hey, no. I'm not lawful.
No, you're just. I would say, just neutral. Not chaotic because you're too much of a planner for things to be chaotic.
No, I'm not chaotic.
You're not lawful because, as you've said yourself, I'll give anything to try.
I'm just like sometimes legislation to me doesn't line up necessarily with morality, but we can have a politics chat another time.
In a different video.
In a different video.
Yeah.
So I actually
guess
don't know
neutral.
the chart. So there's good. So true.
I don't remember.
The middle good one or the middle neutral one.
Yeah.
Because maybe I don't know. I don't know if I'm.
I would say you're
Middle
a
good.
good neutral. But that's not even
the middle one. I think it's true, right?
Yeah.
Chaotic, lawful, or true, which is like down the middle. Right?
Maybe.
Someone else will know, but like the middle
Multiple
one
people
and maybe
watching.
good, or middle one and like the middle. Either one.
Yeah.
You decide. Okay. Alright, and
Well-
then you go to the bathroom.
What was I saying about
Pokemon?
Yeah, it was about Pokemon. Oh yeah, I paid great attention to 1st gen, 2nd gen, 3rd gen, most of 4th gen, and then when they started releasing these weird Pokemon, there was a chandelier Pokemon, or like a candelabra Pokemon, and I was like, I'm fucking done. Like, I'm sorry, we're at a point now where we're using just random household objects and giving them powers. Absolutely not. Where is the creativity? Where is the Charmander? Like, anyway. Wow. That's 51 minutes. Another long video for you guys. And I still haven't even opened my parcel. I'll go get it. Okay, I'll try to make the parcel unboxing quick because I just... What are you doing?
I was going to get your parcel.
You're going to get my parcel.
Yeah.
Oh, I was coming to get the parcel.
Oh my god, maybe
Oh.
I do get to be the good alignment after all.
You walked past the door.
Oh.
It's back behind the bookcase.
Alright.
Look, we forgot to...
We haven't forgotten.
I forgot to keep mopping.
No, you didn't forget. You said we were going to let it soak a little bit because the poopies are quite...
Firm.
They're pretty caked. But we,
We can finish it. We got this. It's okay.
we made pretty good progress.
Very good progress. You did an amazing job.
Thanks, Mummy. Well,
Let's have a look at today's parcel. Ooh. Ooh, you picked a good one.
I did?
There's
Don't mind.
There's
me.
3 things in here.
Oh,
Okay, this is from the Salvo store in Brunswick.
shout out.
I have a friend that lives in Brunswick. I
Shout
know
out to
it's
Brunswick.
in Perth. I'm joking. It's in Melbourne. I'm sorry.
I was having like...
I'm hilarious. Okay, wait, hang on.
Maybe comedy should be your third trait.
It's a bull, B, and then U with a little dash, L, red long sleeve crop top that I paid $19.50 for.
Slay.
A Murua black and white floral knit skirt, I paid $6 for it. And a white suede black singlet dress that I paid $15 for. So in total, the order came to $46 including shipping, which is, I think, that's probably my cheapest thing yet.
Really?
You know, I am more than happy to do this. You don't have to keep doing it.
I'm here. We're vibing. We're unwrapping a parcel.
You know you've found yourself a very good friend when they're in your house and they just voluntarily mop up a week's worth of bird poo for you.
That was in a week? Damn, they be pooping.
Baby pooping.
Baby pooping.
They also managed to lay 2 eggs in that time. Alright, well. This is very thin. Very thin indeed. What? Oh, I bought this because it's White Suede, the brand, by Jackie Demq or whatever. White Suede is designer. What is this? What do you reckon this is made of? It feels quite nice. Me feeling that, even though it's like a plain black singlet dress, touching it, I can tell it's quality fabric.
I think it's a very nice polyester.
You reckon?
I think it's a
I
synthetic.
think it might have a silk blend, maybe.
Maybe.
It's
It's very stretchy.
It does feel. It is synthetic, definitely.
It's got that like. It's not that sort of not dull shine. I'm not saying silk has dull shine. It's more, and it's not satiny. It's just.
Oh, it's 100% nylon,
Nylon.
made and designed in Australia. Nylon. Well, I don't mind nylon. Nylon and elastane is actually my favorite blend for undies and bras because I find it so soft, so stretchy. It doesn't really crinkle. So I'm not against a little bit of nylon. But it's a dress, but I feel like it's going to be quite, yeah, look, it's sheer. You can see the print underneath it. So I guess this would have been like a slip dress to go over something else. Or under, sorry, to go under. Is there anywhere that's not wet? Here.
There.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's like quite nicely fitted. But yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to wear this on its own or not. I got it for what, $15? Okay, that's not bad. And I just walked through water. Good. That is a very big pile of poo. It really is. You know, you guys know that you're all my comfort friends because I wouldn't be showing this to you if you weren't. You know, Lucy, we were talking about how, when I was talking about my comfort friends, and I was saying how Tiasha, Grace, Dan, Sam, Michelle, my parents, they're like my comfort people. I don't feel the need to mask or, you know, put on an act or anything in front of them. And then Lucy was like, yes, I was not on that list. And I was like, but Lucy's one of my comfort people. But the reason I didn't say it is because she's from Queensland and she literally has to fly down here. So to me, I'm like, well, that cancels out the comfort aspect of it because you have to fly.
I can't just pop in right
You
now.
have to fly away here. But no, I would actually argue that out of everyone aside from my husband, Lucy has seen me at my very, very, very
Now
worst.
she's just being nice, guys.
But
you know.
But Lucy's helped me through some of the worst times of my life. So I would call you beyond a comfort friend. I would say like a life-saving friend, perhaps. All right, so
I'm just a little rat.
You're like, I'm just shoveling poo.
Just here being like, yeah, I mean, no. You're like, what's that meme where it's like, you saved me. Why? And I'm like, monkey. You know that meme?
Is it from Planet of the Apes or something?
I think it's
Monkey.
monkey.
Alone ape weak.
I can't remember
Together
what
ape
it's called.
strong.
Apes together strong.
Oh,
Someone's here.
someone's here.
Welcome to
That's,
the
I hear
poop
multiple voices.
Welcome to the poop room.
No, don't come into the poop room.
Hello,
What does that
Alex, Beck. We're just mopping and unboxing parcels.
It's the result of birds. Yeah. Okay.
Dental was like,
This skirt is Japanese. It's all written in Japanese. Kuri ningu netto o something shite kudasai. Music cleaning net or like a cleaning bag. We've got what are you made of? Oh, acrylic. No,
acrylic?
acrylic, which must be acrylic, 77%. Nylon, 23%. Acrylic and nylon. Okay. I don't know why I bought this. Maybe I bought this because it looks like that cardigan. You remember the black and white cardigan that I got? I might have bought this because I was like, oh my god, is that a matching skirt for that cardigan? It's not, because it's not the same brand, but I'll try these on together in another video. And lastly, something red, which I think it was a dress. Oh yeah, this is the bull dress, I think. Or a jacket? No, it's a jacket. Why did I buy this? Some of these things I bought just in like a state of 2 a.m. delirium. So delirium. Maybe I bought this because Bull is also a designer brand. That would have been it. I was going to do on the main channel, thrifting designer clothing. But, so I bought all the things, but then I never filmed it. This is odd. Oh, okay, I see. So if I tie this at the back, I think this is how it's supposed to be worn.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's nice. It's very festive. And you're trying to see see anything that's like red and kind of velvety. I'm like, how festive.
I'm very confused. But as I've said in the past,
I'm just gonna go say hi to the guys.
yes, as I've learned, you can wear something and be like, what the hell? But if you style it right, then everything's better. So I guess I'll have a go at styling this in a later video. But anyway, friends are here now, so time to go hang out with the friends. So I don't know if I should say bye now or later. I'll sign off later. If you watched yesterday's video, you might remember the shoes that Lucy had on, and I was like, oh my god, these shoes are amazing, and they were from a sponsorship she did. Anyway, Beck was just looking at the shoes, and Beck was like, I want these so bad. Beck is a size 42, and she was just trying to try on Lucy's, but Lucy's is a size 40. See, multiple people have said, I was just saying about the shoes. So you said to her you were gonna message her on Instagram about it? Because in my day, you look beautiful. What have you done to your hair?
I washed it. I washed it Wednesday night.
I like your top.
Thanks.
Wizards.
That's so cool. No, it's a basketball team that I'm really shit.
Oh, it's a basketball team.
Yeah. No,
I thought it was like a Harry Potter thing.
No. Washington Wizards.
You're a fucking idiot. Oh, you know a lot about America. There are
Debatable.
so many people watching this are
I
American.
watched your American one and I'm like,
Oh, the political questions. What was the t-shirt that you were talking about buying? Please.
No. We're not starting this debate.
Okay, we don't have to talk about the debate, but who's
It's not a debate.
Who's
It's
the
me
player?
and my. So it's Aaron Judge, who's number 99 for the New York Yankees. I lived in New York when he first started in 2017, and I regretted not buying his jersey when he first started. And his contract with the Yankees is up at the end of this year, and he refuses to settle for the like $273 million. So I'm like, mother.
So what's the name?
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge. And people will judge you
Correct.
for not buying the sweater.
Anyway, no, it's like, I want to say it's like I did the calculations that time. Was I talking to you or was I talking to Kate? I've talked to Caitlin like 15 times about this. I did the calculations one day and it was like $250 Australian for the shirt alone. And then on top of it is the shipping, which is like close on $100. I was like, it's not worth it.
Well, you have the Wizards one.
No, but these are so shit.
The Wizards
Was
are
like, you could probably say Aaron Judge's name to any American and they would be like, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Aaron Judge.
No,
Americans, press
yeah.
thumbs up on this video if you know who Aaron Judge is.
Yeah.
I better get 10,000 thumbs up.
No, like genuinely, like he's a really well-known baseball player.
Like, oh, is he like a Shane Warne? You know, like you can say Shane Warne to any Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like probably. I'm saying about that because like you'd say Babe Ruth.
Who's that?
So Babe Ruth is a famous New York Yankees player.
Babe? Their name is
Babe Ruth. I think he's from the 60s.
He?
And yes, his name is Babe.
Babe Ruth is not.
No, it's a guy. It's a guy.
What? Babe Ruth.
Anyway.
Hey, Babe Ruth.
Anyway, no, he's like a really well-known Yankees player.
Oh.
And this guy, Aaron Judge, and more recently, what's his name? I had it on the top of my tip of my tongue. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. I might be He's plays for the Angels, if memory serves. They're like really well-known players in like the current era. You're like, I have no idea.
Does anyone watching my videos? Does anyone like sport?
This is why I don't talk about the jersey because I'm like, but I could just get the jersey, but like money.
But all the Americans that are like sports fans are like, get the jersey. You don't have to rationalize everything. Just buy it. It'll be good for the economy.
What's the bigger problem is that in Australia you can buy pretty much any NBA jersey from like brick and mortar shop, but you can't do it for hockey or baseball. Yeah, baseball.
So the sport you were talking about is not
It's baseball, not
NBA.
basketball. It's baseball, not basketball. This is basketball. Okay.
I'm sorry.
This is why you shouldn't have sports conversations with me.
There is a Discord channel, like a channel in my Discord for sports. I'm pretty sure I saw it. No, I have not opened it. I apologise.
Sport.
But they discuss sport. But yes, I saw you talking to Lucy about the shoes, and when I saw you talking to her about them, I was like, so it's not just me. Like
I randomly get served Instagram ads.
no,
for
I've never heard of them before.
Oh,
no, Lucy was walking along and I was like, you look lovely. Your shoes are really nice. And she's like, oh, they're from my latest sponsorship.
Oh, no,
And
I get their Instagram
I've
ads.
never heard of them.
I want to say I've been getting them for the past 18 months.
What? They've been around.
And
for a
so
while?
I was saying to Lucy before, when you were like, Caitlin's filming, I'm like, ah, shit. What was I saying to Lucy? Oh yeah, I was watching her video. I think it was the decluttering her closet
Yes,
or
that's
whatever
the
it
one
was.
with the
I got to
sponsorship.
the point where it was like this sponsorship, and then I'm like, shoes. And so I stopped watching, but I was like, shoes.
I went on the website and I put like 25 things on my wish list. Their ankle high boots are so nice. Like they're the perfect, the shape of them, and like the ballet flats, and like the ones Lucy's wearing that have like that rounded tip. Please help yourself to the chair, by the way.
Actually,
the shoes that Lucy has upstairs.
they're the ballet flat ones with the heel.
Yeah, with the heel.
Yeah.
And I put them on because I'm the same size as her, and they're so comfortable.
But I'm the same size as both of you, and
Well-
I put her shoes against my biggest foot, and it was too small. And so it's
Well,
kinda
actually, so Lucy's a 40. I'm more of a 41.
weird. Yeah,
I feel like they're a little bit stretchy. So if
Okay.
maybe a
I didn't
41
put I didn't put my stinky feet in her shoes, so I was like, nah.
Well,
yeah,
they're kind of expensive, but I'm gonna buy a pair.
they are.
Because
I'm
I need
tempted
flat.
to.
I need comfortable,
Flat
appropriate
shoes.
flat. Even if the heel's just a little bit of a heel, that's
Which
fine.
Is it this one? Yeah. So I bought, you know, the shoes that you gave me.
Oh yeah, it's from. I gave. Do you guys remember Princess Holly
Ages.
Hall? These like brown loafers.
Maroon. I was going to take a photo, and then every time I was like trying to like position myself, I was like,
What? Take a photo of what? Of you
of
wearing
me wearing the shoes. But okay, so they were the perfect color of, I would call it maroon and navy.
Yes. Yeah.
I had a maroon top and navy pants,
Oh.
and like literally, if you looked at it, it was like maroon, navy, maroon. And I was like, look, and then I'm like, every time I was like, it was in the mirror, and I'm like, calling some stupid face, like at work, and like, yes, I'm an office job. Anyway,
That's so cute.
anyway, the blisters I got from those, so like,
Oh no!
and that's 2 days, that's 2 weeks
never
old.
worn them, so they're.
I know.
This is the you like with Doc Martens, like you wear them and it's just pain and suffering, and then suddenly, fine.
Sunshine and rainbows.
You suffer for several
They've got
weeks.
so back to Bavaya. They've got the like wide feet friendly ones,
Oh, cool.
and I have quite wide feet,
Yeah.
so I'm like,
Mm.
but they're like you said, they're like 120
Well,
bucks.
I said to Lucy, I was like, I'm going to see if they'll sponsor a video of mine. Like, if they're paying for I didn't realize that they were doing Instagram ads. Because you said you've seen them in Instagram ads.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of them. But
Oh,
if they're
I've
paying
heard
for
of them.
Instagram ads, maybe if they have an info@email address, I'll be like, hello
Yeah.
there. Would you like to send me some shoes? Do a
Okay,
try-on haul?"
let's just try it, because I've been to the website twice this week. I haven't seen any recently, but like I've been. Okay, let's see.
Guys, I've never asked my channel, and I wouldn't do this on the main, just because this is the second channel. Can you go on, what's it called?
Vivaya.
How do you spell it?
VIVAIA.
VIVAIA.
Yeah.
They have, I'm sure they have an Instagram account. Can you leave a
Tag
comment on one of their photos, or send them don't send them a DM, because DMs go into like message requests, but could you put under a comment that a YouTuber that you watch, Pretty Pastel, please. Don't say Pretty Pastel Side Quest, because they'll be like, well, she's only got like 30,000 subscribers. She's a small channel. And say the main channel. She would. I would like my favorite YouTuber to. Sorry, I'm just assuming I'm your favorite because you've been here for an hour and a half. So I'm just assuming.
You've been here for an hour and a half.
And you just watched a 2-hour video. So
Was your last video 2 hours?
Yes. and then I did a 3-hour one the day before that, and
Oh,
people
really?
were like, "Yay, the long videos!"
Okay.
So if you just say a YouTuber that I like that may or may not be my favorite, but her birds are definitely my favorite. I really want her to review your shoes, and if you send them to her,
I'm more likely to
I'm
buy
more
them.
likely to buy them if she reviews them. And then we can get some for Beck in Beck's size, because you want to try the wide feet friendly
The wide
option.
feet friendly.
And I'm a size 10, and I'm going to probably buy a different, well, I will want a different style to Beck.
Yeah.
And then should we,
I have no idea.
I was going to say, should we ask them to send more? But I'm like, no, just say, hey, could you send some shoes to Alex and her friend so they can review them, please?
Different shoe sizes and feet types.
Yeah, we can call it a what would you call it? Because it's sustainable, right? They use,
I believe they use
six recycled bottles. It's like
Bottles,
6
yeah.
recycled bottles go into making each shoe or something. So it
Something
can be
like
like, I wore water bottle shoes for a week, a water bottle shoe try on.
But like, the thing is,
Water bottle shoes, are they worth it?
I'm just like, what? Because you did the gasp at the beginning, like, what? Like, new thought.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but like, they're really pretty, and I mean, I've been looking at them, like, you know when like you see, okay, you probably don't want to add this one. You know when you see like random Instagram ads and you're like, like look at this. I saw one the other day. It was for car navigation. It reminded me of, you know when you did all the like Wish car gadgets?
Yeah.
It was literally that thing that was the
That
car.
stupid
Okay,
thing.
as an example, I've
Yeah.
had an ad for that, and I'm
Oh my
like,
God, really?
I'm like, that's not a real product. Like
That's-
that's shit. And so you see these things, and you're like, is it a real company?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, when Lucy was like, look at my shoes, and I'm like, wait, hang on, I've been stalking those shoes for 18 months, being like, is it a real company?
Yeah, and it's a lot of money to spend if you aren't certain. Because the shoes are like easily over $100.
They're
each.
120 for the wide feet ones,
Yeah.
and then I was looking at the heel ones. I was measuring on my foot. They're like 210.
Yeah, and I was looking at
They're
the boots, like the knee-high boots, are
Yeah.
$300 and something,
Yeah.
which is so much money. But also, I would
If they're worth it.
if they're really good quality and they're very comfortable,
Yeah.
I would.
Well, like you put also into that sustainability. Like they're
Yes.
a sustainable brand, so that comes with a slightly higher price tag.
Oh, Beck, so I do with my daily vlogs. I'm doing the series with the unboxing the parcels.
Slouching as hell.
Oh,
It's more the
if
fact that
I
I'm like,
turn to the side,
I'm like-
look at my prawn posture.
I'm like, yes, tell me about this.
Here, let's sit like ladies.
Oh god, no, it's not very
Like
much.
a lady.
Okay, it's just more the fact that I was like, slowly just like becoming like
That's
a
because
wall.
this is a comfortable
Like-
house. We can just all be comfortable here. And all the people that watch this are all
Like
they're also
already.
comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so with my daily uploads,
Yeah.
I've been doing the unboxing the parcels every day.
Yeah.
But oh, you look so. Whatever you did to your hair just then.
I just put my
you look
hands
so
open.
beautiful. I'm sorry. Whatever
You did just grease
No,
it
it
to
looks
be
so
completely
pretty. The way
honest.
that you just like flipped it. I was looking at the camera and I looked back and I was like, oh, an angel.
As you say, Angel, it's thin. He's an approach from the lake.
I've got the parcel series, but also people like my friends so much, and you're one of the friends that hasn't been in videos that often. Everyone knows Caitlin because Caitlin's been in so many, and everyone knows Lucy and Tiasha, but and everyone knows Grace. But I thought
And Grace.
I thought because Friday. I was like, well, Fridays can be like Friday Fun Day or something.
Yeah.
No,
Big
Friendship Fridays, and it's like
Yeah.
a friend of mine, one of the friends, or the
Yeah.
same friend every week or whatever, can just be in the episode and sort of take the lead on the episode. And the reason that I thought of this is because particularly you are the only friend of mine that I know that gets really interesting things. So like you
Like
do
what?
everything. Like
so you knew about Naughty Body undies before I did. I don't know a single other person that uses them.
Many people use
The
them.
wine subscription, Beck gets like a wine subscription.
Which I just put on pause. I was considering.
But you had it for like a year.
I have.
And every time you give us like a birthday gift or whatever, it's always something I haven't heard of.
Was it in your one of your vlogs you were talking about those cups that
Oh yeah,
that
these
Nat
cups.
gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, you were like, oh, the sustainable, local,
small business,
small local
local
business.
Yeah.
The wines I gave you are small local business.
Everything that I see you buy is always well thought out, and it's always from a small business, or it's from a sustainable business, or it's like even native deodorant. Like I still haven't posted my native sponsorship, and Beck saw the native deodorants in my room and was like, "Oh, you use native?" And I was like, "You use native?"
Yeah.
Because I don't know anyone else that uses it.
I was using native back in like 2018, 2019.
So I think it would be interesting, maybe like not next Friday, because Grace and I are going to Tasmania.
Yeah, and
Feel free to come if you want.
I'm looking after Gordon.
Aw.
But also, it's flooding there.
Flooding in
Yes.
Tasmania.
Yes, in Melbourne and Tasmania, it's flooding currently.
At Tasmanian subscribers, please explain. So
Pending weather.
not next Friday, but maybe the Friday after.
Yeah.
If you have any like brand spotlight things that you would like to, like, if you just look at, I know you might not think it, but every time I come to your place, I'm like, the stuff Beck has is so cool and it's so interesting and unique. Maybe you could bring something and be like, well, hello, I'm going to talk to you about this thing, and then you can just be like, you don't have to be.
The thing is, I'm like, what do I have?
Okay, I'll have to come to you, because I just walk into your place and I'm like, that's cool, and you're like, oh, that old thing, and I'm like, this is so fucking cool, what are you talking about? So anyway, yeah, maybe on Fridays. So I've got Caitlin up there in the wardrobe right now. This is what I'm going to get you to do. Guys, I'm filming a series for the main channel. We did episode 1 with Lucy, where I sent Lucy into my wardrobe to cull some items, and she put them on a rack, and then I come into the room, and then she tells me, like, why.
Yeah.
We put everything back, and then we invite the next person.
Yeah.
So everything that Caitlin pulls out, I'll talk to her about why she culled it, and then we'll send you in. And it was inspired by the fact that, you picked, Caitlin tried to get rid of this
That red paisley dress.
The dress, and you were like, no, don't get rid of that dress, it looks really good on you. And because of you, I kept it, and I'm so glad I kept it, because with the new boobs,
With the new boobs. The new titties.
we're probably at like the 2-hour mark now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Of the whole vlog.
Of the daily vlog.
Yeah, well, we were talking earlier for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, we talked for 40 minutes about OCD and my makeup.
And organising and decluttering.
Because I have, how I've got so much stuff
Yeah.
and heaps of makeup, and I used to, oh God, if I start speaking now, I will say, I'm not going to say it on camera. I'm going to end this.
I'm going to go a separate thing. So in December, once you're like, yes, another conversation. No, in December you're like, oh, I'm decluttering. Cutlery,
Yeah.
Decluttering some of your lipsticks.
Yes.
Those, and it was like lipsticks, there was
highlighters.
blushes, highlighters, and eyeshadow palette. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take them, because like I don't have makeup. I've learnt those lipsticks, I end up with burns.
Oh no!
Every time, and so I'm like, I'm going to put those in the bin. Yeah.
They were the Jeffree Star ones.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, guys, I got rid of all of my Jeffree Star makeup. I was just like, not having this in my place.
It's still useful, can still be used, but
Yeah, well, no, it's just like
it can be used,
the
but
whole
not by
like
me.
sustainability piece of like, well, giving it a second life, and I was like, well, I don't really I don't go out and buy lipsticks, because like, why would I? And so I took them off you, and I was like, yeah, cool. I'll like, maybe it'll encourage me to start like using lip products.
And they burn.
And every time I'm like, the next day I'm always like, why am I like, why? And so like for the next week I'm like putting lip balm and like
not
stuff.
Jeffree Star approved.
And then I finally figured it out and was like, oh, it's every time I use those lipsticks that I took
So other ones are fine?
Other brands?
I've only any other brand, because I've got a Tarte, I want to say.
Oh yeah, Tarte. I feel like Tarte is more skin friendly in general because their whole thing is
The difference is that, like, I bought the Tarte one in 2016.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I never, like, I never use this. And I'm like, I should put this on occasionally. That one I don't have any issues with.
Yeah.
And every time I put those liquid lipsticks on, I'm like,
That's
how about no?
That's interesting. Yeah, I culled because back in the day when when Jeffree was popular, people used to be like, oh, Alex is obsessed with Jeffree Star. I'm like, in fact, I am not. But people want to watch Jeffree Star makeup reviews, so I will acquire the makeup so I can review it for the people that want to know what the shade looks like and whether or not they should buy it. And then
Sorry, not my diet ginger ale.
And then when I would say it was like the mass cancellation, and he sort of
Disappeared.
people finally
The whole being a
The
giant
whole-
racist thing.
the whole thing, and I was like, I will erase all of this from my place because I don't want to pull open my drawers in a video and for people to see it and be like, see, she's a Jeffree stan. No.
Yeah.
But anyway, so for people that aren't public figures, what's in your makeup drawer
Really
literally doesn't matter if you've got
Really doesn't
yeah. So I have this enormous tub of all of those products that I never reviewed or never used.
Yeah.
So that's a shame that they burnt your lips, but
I mean,
there's others upstairs, and I was so
We're gonna have to try them because, like, I'm fairly sure you're always. There was one that I saw. Oh no, what I was watching was the Yes Style. The last year's Yes Style.
Oh, the advent calendar.
Because I was. Okay, no, this is where I go on a massive tangent because I've gone out and bought some cleansers from Yes Style and I was like, oh, I like those two ones. Anyway, and you're like, oh, we should always test this. Test it. Be a great idea, wouldn't it?
I always say, do as I say, not as I do, because I too do not actually.
I was like, yeah,
test
let's
it.
stick some.
I just stick it straight on my face.
Yeah.
Bad times.
But, oh well, no, the oh no, not
Oh,
the Yes
not
Style.
the-
No,
What cleansers did you get?
Oh, the two that were in the last year's one. The balm one that looks really.
Oh, the Mise en Cire
Oh,
cleansing
yeah.
balm, and the green kind of
It's
teal
green,
jar.
green.
Yeah,
And it kind of
and
smells
then
a bit
the
lemony.
one that you're like, yeah, let's rub into my face and rub into my face and rub into my face and rub into my face,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, just leave it alone. The it's like a yellow one. It's a yellow.
The hello bubble. No.
Oh,
it's a bubble.
Yeah,
Sun
it foams up.
by me.
It foams up.
Lemon.
Yeah, the
peeling.
sunburning,
Lemon.
vitamin C,
Yeah.
bright
I
tops.
fucking love that. No, yeah, and I was rubbing it,
And you were
then I
rubbing it, and
realised
you were rubbing it,
just
and you
put
were rubbing it,
on.
and rubbing it, and I was like,
and you
please
just leave it.
stop.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm
the
almost,
bubbly one.
It's almost out.
Yeah,
I'm
so I ordered
gonna
that.
buy that again. I love that. That's one of my favorite products.
Yeah, I ordered that on.
I'll
the
give
same
you.
day that I was looking at the. I just went on a massive fucking binge that day.
I'll
Anyway.
give you the advent calendar.
Of my.
I have so much stuff, and in the past,
Okay.
before I was on my OCD meds, I used to keep everything.
We talked about this.
I was like, I must keep it all, but
Yeah.
now I'm like, no, my life will be better
If it's not
if
here,
I don't have so much stuff. I just need to keep the things that I will actually use.
Keep it,
So
yeah.
I need to review the things on camera so people know whether or not they're good. But I don't need to keep
And then
them
I can
here.
just-
and then I can just give you the box of all the Yes Star stuff, and then you can use it, and then you can also chime in and be like, well, since
This
you
was
gave me the
good.
box, I've actually really been liking this
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, let's do that. Anyway, I'm really surprised Caitlin's still going because
Yeah, I went up there.
she was like, I'm gonna be quick.
She was
10 hours
talking
later.
through, like, you know how we
Each
filmed it, and you didn't see any film, but I would like talk and then I would be quiet so that it could be
Time lapse.
time lapsed.
I said to Caitlin, you don't need to talk about every single piece of clothing. I was
Time
like,
lapse is when you have like, say, someone does like,
oh, just make it faster. So, like when you're going through the wardrobe and you're culling things and you're putting them on the rack, you don't have to talk about every single thing. We can just put it in fast forward and just show you going bang, bang, bang. But if you want to make a remark about something,
Then you pause it.
All right. Oh, something smells nice. What are you wearing? Is that you?
Smell me, bitch.
not the breeze smells. Yeah, that's my fucked up nose.
Ooh, you got perfume on.
This, whatever this is.
Yeah, same one as yesterday.
What is
Or
it?
the day before. It's a indie perfume brand called Fantome, and it's
How do we spell it?
Fantome.
Phantom.
Yeah,
And what's the
then
scent
it's.
called?
Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. I just had a sample of it. It's
Kuidor or Kuidore?
You could just spell it.
Kuidore, I think. Could be wrong.
Kuidore.
I think it's Japanese.
Oh, kuidore. It would be kuidore. Kuidore. Oh yeah, it is Japanese, isn't it? Because you said it's got matcha and it's inspired
matcha pastry and cream.
It smells fucking delicious. It
Oh, it's so shiny.
Kudidori?
Give me that
Kudidori? Okay. Oh, dori. Dori means street. Kudi.
Is the street? Oh, it's in Osaka. It's
Yeah, like
street
dot-
in Osaka.
Oh, okay.
It makes so much more sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Anyway, Lucy smells delightful. If you want to buy a perfume and you like sweet things, you can take my recommendation from Sniffing Lucy. It smells really nice.
That butternut sauce and all. I sniffed you.
I sniffed her very hard. She walked past me and I was like, what's that? What is it? I need it.
It reminds
So,
me of Bear in the Big Blue House.
bear.
Smell.
Bear in, no, you
Me?
know how- yeah, in the beginning of Bear in the Big Blue House, he's like, what's that? I smell something. Oh, it's you. You know?
I was going to ask you a question, but then I was like, no, wait, I must record. It is Friendship Friday after all. Have you started watching House of the Dragon yet?
Because it's quite.
No, I haven't, but I've been enjoying watching it from other people.
That's
How are you watching it from other people?
TikTok. I'm watching the whole thing through TikTok apparently.
3.
Not legitimately, through reactions to the show.
Through reactions.
Yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm.
So you know the characters and you know the storyline.
Yeah.
But you're not watching it.
No, well, it's like
It does keep.
I don't know when it comes out. I don't have
No,
like
that's
Foxtel or
right.
HBO.
Yeah.
I don't really have like an hour that I would be like, you know, like executive dysfunction stuff. Like I don't go, sweet, gonna sit down for an hour and watch a show because it's just me in my room. So it's
Okay, you know
like,
Caitlin has ADHD too, right? She's talked about it on her channel, but maybe see people on the side quest, they were chuckling because I talked about the fact that Sam has ADHD and they were like, of course, like people, we all flock together.
Well,
Like
like-
we all just gravitate towards each other.
ADHD used to be a bigger thing in my life because like I got it and I was like, shit, all of my personality traits are just this thing. Like it's a disorder. I don't have any personality. I'm not even a human. Like I don't have anything. I'm just a
Why didn't
series
you
of
do it?
symptoms.
I'm just a
Shit.
series of hyper focus on different things.
Well, it's not even hyperfocus. It's just like
Brain fast.
flighty.
Yeah.
That was literally 5
No.
seconds.
Think right.
It's a
And then after a while, I was kind of like,
That's $40.
me getting ADHD never actually happened. I always had it. And
Yeah.
I'm never gonna like just suddenly change. Like I'll be like, now I know it's a thing. I can't take it away. And then this is slightly too much information, but
No,
I
they want all the information.
saw my dad for the third time in my whole life.
You saw your dad?
Yeah.
When?
Short and bald, like a month ago.
Are you so? I didn't
He's
know.
he's so pompous. It's great. But I met him and I was talking to him for like an hour and I was like, shit, I'm just a fucking carbon copy of your
I
personality.
was just saying in my video that I'm the same person as my dad.
Yeah, but like we have completely different like morals and tastes and stuff, but we have the exact same. We started talking really quickly one another, and we were like enjoying the challenge of one another. And so we started like we started insulting each other, and then halfway through we'd be like, "Are you okay with it? I haven't actually upset you, have I? Was okay? We're fine. We're fine. Good. So we just started getting worse and worse and worse. My mom's standing there watching this, right? She just didn't. It wasn't part of the conversation really because she can't. I felt bad. I was like, "You have anything to say?" And she's like, "I'm just waiting for you two to be done." It was. I give the metaphor, it was like 2 cars racing each other on the highway and one other car is just staying in the other lane being like, I don't want to involve myself
The
with
safety car on the side.
So after seeing that, I kind of went, even if, I kind of like, well, yeah, probably I just got that. I don't know how I got that, because I don't know if I subscribe to nature versus nurture, but like, I just got that, whatever he has, and I can't really change it, so.
That's what? Hang on. How did that even happen? Did you organise it?
No, my mum was like, hey, do you want to meet your dad? And I was like, oh, is he back in like Sydney? Yeah. You want to meet him? And I went, yeah, okay. Wow, let's go get dinner, I guess. Okay, where do you want to go?
Huh?
Oh, let's go get like
My
Korean
face is
barbecue
twitching.
and make him pay for it. Yes. And he's like, we'll get like yukoi, which is like beef sashimi, and like freaking out. Yes. And then we went, and he was like, oh shit. He's actually been to Korea, and there's actually a massive like, it's skewered. He's a massive like try hard, and he's like, I've been to 9 countries, and I've done it multiple times, and blah 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 blah. And so, yeah.
I don't know why hearing you saying all this makes me want to cry.
He's so short. I told him he's so like.
So you've got your mother's height, but your father's.
He's yeah, I kind of afterwards I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've been a copy of him this entire time and didn't realize it. I'm sorry.
Wow. I feel like I've missed so much.
You have, and that was like it.
That's it.
Yeah. He has angry eyebrows.
Does he have red hair? Oh, no,
He's
he's bald,
so
right?
bald. I think he must though.
Yeah, it's got to come
I
from
have his
somewhere.
palette, of his color palette.
Oh, he's like
Mum's-
pinky under,
Yeah.
like pink,
Yeah.
like no, but you know, like I'm red hair,
Yeah.
but I've got more of a yellowy
No,
color.
he did the same thing. He was like, yeah, see the coloring. I looked at his skin. I'm like, oh my god, you're scaly. So I also asked
Hello,
him.
crusty dad.
I also asked him. I was like, hey,
Crusty
do I have
daddy.
any like medical issues? And he was like, oh yeah, my mom died of a brain tumor and my sister died of lymphoma. And I was like, great, excellent, good to know. Oh, my liver's not great. Ah, good, okay. So I wanted to meet him and be like, what am I gonna die of? Let me know. And he was like, oh yeah, this is my family. My dad died, all this stuff. I'm like, cool, that's good. Okay, I'll keep my eye on that. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Caitlin. Always a delight. That was amazing. All of you just leaned in. I just said, Lucy, you were telling me about the something that happened to the Try guys, and there's a guy whose name starts with an N, and they all were like, oh my god, the Try guys.
Hang on, wait, I think we can recreate the thumbnail.
Who's being who?
Yeah, I'm Eugene.
Oh, okay. So it's reversed.
How come you get to be Eugene? I got shoes on. Well, there's three of them in
Yeah,
the video,
that's
and
true.
there's four of
No,
us.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
green.
I want to be Keith. I want to be Keith.
Yeah, you can be.
I want to be Keith.
You can be
Okay.
All right, so that's.
Well, Keith goes
Well,
to the
there's
side.
one too many people in
Come on, wasn't the thumbnail
Yeah.
just 3 people?
Yes.
Yeah. So who's?
Which doesn't work.
I can be
because there's
cheating
four of us
then.
currently.
It's funny because when I was looking at
Okay.
it appeared on my homepage, and it was like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, that's the Try guys. I watched one video.
Wait,
the one where they.
you got introduced to it from the YouTube algorithm from there.
Yeah. I've only ever seen the video where they tried getting acrylic nails because you showed it to me.
Do you not have
And
any
I
other
only-
social
I
media
only-
channels? Do you have nothing else?
I don't actually watch YouTube myself.
No, Twitter, TikTok, anything else.
Since I've been on my medication, I do not go to other sources of. I'm like, I get all the dopamine and serotonin from the birds.
Have you
The
seen
10 birds
that
in my
one
bathroom.
tweet?
That's
That
enough.
one tweet where the girl. Have you seen? Okay, some of you will probably know. It's a very famous and like funny tweet if you are on Twitter, and it's the one where the girl's like, it's a BTS stan account, and she's basically like, hey guys, sorry I haven't been here in a while. I got diagnosed with like ADHD or OCD, either one of those two. And she's like, and I've realized that I'm actually not obsessed with BTS. So she's like, still love the boys,
Not as
finger
much
heart,
as
but I probably won't be on here anymore because I am no longer
Because I'm medicated.
It's like
No, I don't watch anything. I just saw the thumbnail and I was like, oh, I know about the Try guys, and it had 300,000 views. And then the next time that I refreshed the page,
Yeah.
I had 7 million.
I wish in the first 15 minutes I was like, I'm so on the pulse.
I only see the TikToks.
So
That's
what
enough. That's all I had to
Lucy,
say.
I asked Lucy about it, and what she's told me so far, what I know so far, Lucy said that there were 4 of them, and then the last thing was they said that they were cutting down. They used to do 3 videos a week, and then they said that they were going to do 1 a week.
Yep.
And then
in the lead up to
and then a
Christmas.
video came out that
This
before
is almost
I
like telling her like Santa doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I almost want to do it.
Really.
I want to let her be
and
innocent.
then you said
But
that
she doesn't even care who they are.
and then you
Yeah.
said a video. They put out a video that wasn't. The
It was
same.
weird.
It was like
it was
a bit,
the kids complete the menu, and it was filmed. They then said later in the podcast that they were like, "Oh, we filmed that 2 years ago, and it was our emergency video." And I watch it because I actually
with
watch
all
quite a
of
bit
my
of Chore
content on my
guys.
main channel.
all of my content.
But I was watching it, and as I was watching it, because I was like, "Oh, I like eat the menu. I can't wait to watch the new one." And I was watching it, and I was like, "This is weird. It's really." It wasn't bad. It was just like I was like, "This is not really the standard."
The last Trigo video I think I actively watched was the video when they were like, hey guys, we're making our own company. We've left
Oh.
BuzzFeed, but I've followed them since, I followed who they are, but after they like left BuzzFeed, I was like,
Yeah.
My
I
favorite was like the drag race one where they all got into drag, and then like, it was so
The
cool.
last thing that you were saying before we had to go to the bank, we got rudely interrupted by a phone call and had to go to the bank for a meeting. You said Ned
had a wife and a family.
Ned's a wife guy.
A wife guy.
Like that's his stereotype.
His whole brand.
So I'm
They
assuming.
released a cookbook about.
If you were
date
to
night, things
console
talk
someone
about.
down to a single thing, right?
Concept,
Keith
yeah.
likes food, Eugene's
Yeah.
sassy and cool. Zach, I used to be a sweetheart, but also
Zach's in pain.
Chronic pain, Zach.
Yeah.
I like Zach though.
Chronic
And
pain
Ned
film
is the
Zach.
wife guy. Ned has a wife. He loves his wife.
And he has 2
Hang on,
babies.
are you going to tell me that secretly Ned and Eugene have been hooking up?
No, that would have been.
Wouldn't
That
be
would have been
controversial?
probably a better controversy
Yeah,
than
than what
what
happened.
actually
Okay,
happened.
Oh my
so
God.
did Ned have an affair with one of the producers or something?
Yes.
Oh, you're joking!
Pretty much bang on.
Yeah.
Was she a producer? Because she was
She
in
is
the
a
show.
No, she's a producer.
Yeah.
Like, so some of
You
their.
know, like, you can't make this shit up. Like, it's well, you know what? You can just pull it out of your ass. You can just go, a family man.
Well, I mean, after
A family man on a
what's
production.
his name? What's the long comedian who's like, I am very poor.
John
and very-
Mulaney.
John Mulaney. After John Mulaney.
I love my wife.
After John Mulaney, the romance, this fantasy,
The whole
I
thing.
can't trust anyone again.
I don't know what you
Millie
mean.
was really sad about it.
He
Shout out to
cheated
Millie.
on
I'm
his
sorry.
wife.
though,
He used to be
know
like,
you're
I love my wife. She's angry and I love her. And I'm like, oh, you loved your wife. And then he like cheated on her, like kid with someone else. And then
Yeah.
now that I don't trust anyone.
Is that
anymore.
what happened to Ned?
No.
He cheated on his wife.
He
Cheated on
fans. They already knew a month before it broke out that because internet.
They
I
started
pulling back. I think they thought he was sus.
So Labor Day weekend
He's got
is
the
when
Whoa, here's the timeline.
Labor Day weekend is
Well,
when
no,
fans
yeah.
basically sent stuff to the rest of the Try Guys going, hey, I think Ned might be having a relationship with
Fans.
They
one of
went,
the other
they went to a
people.
Harry Styles concert and then they went to a club and they made out in the club. A club next to a university in New York, and obviously their fans are like, yeah.
He was
dumb.
brazen.
He was
Like,
on that
he was
dumb
brazen.
Yeah.
This is like Damon
Hmm.
and Rhaenyra just going down to Flea Bottom
I'll
and
get it.
banging.
I call Damon Wig.
I have no idea what you're talking
So
Yeah.
it's Labor Day weekend, and then basically Try Guys went, okay, need to get on top of this. What is actually happening? And then spent the next month or so going, what the hell is happening? Oh dear God,
Yeah,
this
hiring
is
external
happening.
HR
Oh dear
and
God, we
Like,
need to
they
deal with
went
this.
because it was a co-worker who technically reports up to
To
me.
him.
Yeah, because they're
It
the
was a
co-owners
power.
and
It
directors.
was
Yeah.
called the
Power
power
dynamic.
dynamic.
Yes.
So they had to do a whole company-wide investigation. They took the right.
They've done a very good
They've
job.
done a very good
It's
job.
honestly
Honestly, some of the best PR I've seen in YouTube in so long. Because
Mm.
how many times do you hear about like the editors were
They don't tell
like,
little boy.
Hello. Hello. We're telling Alex about
You
who
put
the
a
Try
fan club
Guys.
on my Discord server.
going through all of that.
They were,
Yeah.
they were saying like, which pretty
Yeah.
pastel friend are you like?
Like
Do you
yourself.
like the most, or like do you relate to the most? And a lot of people were like Grace, Grace because she's so chill.
She got blue hair.
And then there's a lot of Caitlyn fans. There's a lot of Lucy ones. There's Tiasha fans. And then people are like the girl that randomly shows up.
Girls who randomly show up.
And then
It's like
the girls that are randomly there, and then someone else was like, you mean Shelley and Beck?
Oh, Shelly was slightly.
Okay, for those of you that don't remember, Shelley,
Mad.
Grace, Beck, Alex,
That was easy to remember.
Alex
Nick.
2.0.
Oh, me.
You
Yes.
don't have
the red
any-
hair.
well, there's no more Alex's
There's
here.
4 gingers in this room.
Diana, Nick.
We were just talking about the Try Guys.
Oh my God, I'm just editing this back. And the look on Lucy's face when I didn't introduce her. In my head, I was like, I don't need to introduce Lucy because she's been staying with me for the past few days. Everyone knows who she is. So I didn't say Lucy, but she was sitting there waiting for me to say her name and I didn't. And she was like, pulled a face. And I was like, she thinks that I just completely forgot about her. No, I was just like, they all know who Lucy is, so I don't need to introduce her. I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm so sorry. This is like with that test I did about autism, and it was like, I do things that hurt other people's feelings, and I was like, yeah, apparently I do, but I don't think, I was thinking they all know who she is because of course they know who Lucy is. I don't need to introduce her. She's like, okay, I'll wait for Alex to introduce me. Oh, okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself. I'm so sorry, Lucy.
Maybe I should stop watching these things. They are quite fun.
So wait, are there only 3 of them now?
There's now, yeah. Now let's try guys. Try.
Yeah.
Well, there's 3. Yeah.
Oh, they did
That's kind of the joke.
No, that's the joke.
Yeah, that's a joke.
All the fan bases kind of go, let's try, guys.
That's so cute.
We'll just
So
completely
they
cut out.
evicted Ned from
Yeah.
Big Brother house.
Well, yes, but also they're probably gonna have to pay him out.
No,
Well, he made the company.
Leave it
doesn't
out.
matter.
he made the company.
Well, if all
Broke
them
company
co-founders.
policy.
Hang on.
broke all that
Yeah,
kind of
he
stuff.
they could probably
Could
get
I get kicked
Well,
out of
only
Pretty
if they-
Parcel, please, by you guys?
I mean, do you have any other
Do you have any on
Maybe Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archie votes. Archie's like, they're like all those in favour of removing Pretty Pastel, please. CEO of Pretty Pastel, please say aye.
Can you tell me about your outfit? Go stand back there.
Yes.
There's a particular community that would like to froth over you for a bit. Can you just
Address
look
them?
look cool?
Is it the lumberjack community?
Yes.
What about the shoe community? She's popping
These shoes I bought in New Zealand maybe like 10 years ago.
Woo!
When I only wore, no, probably more like 15 years ago. I only wore Connie's
Yeah.
to New Zealand at winter, and of course they got drenched. I needed new shoes.
Yep.
That was a phase. Yeah.
These
They
are
match your
my
hair. It's really cute.
Target or Kmart trackies because they're comfy. And this is my community wear.
Community wear.
Yeah, you're really a part of the community if you don't have a funnel.
Oh, that's so cute.
So someone once told me.
Did I get you that one? I don't remember. Nope. I know. I gave you a flannel because I saw flannels and I was like, flannels make me think of Grace.
But this
And
is
and
like-
now that you said what you just said, I'm like, that's why flannels make me think of Grace.
It's like if you buy like women's funnels compared to men's. Women's are always like shitty quality and not
Yes.
very warm.
Yes.
Yeah?
Right,
Yes.
right.
So
You just look so fucking cool. I know everyone's gonna go nuts. They're all gonna be like, yeah. What do we call the Grace fan club, guys?
Gay.
Hello, editing me here again. Just want to make sure that that was okay for me to leave in, because that was obviously meant in a fun way, not a mean way. But as I'm editing, I'm like, now I'm double thinking everything, because I'm like, oh God, what if that offends someone? That was meant in like a nice way, not a mean way. I'm just gonna leave it in, but you can tell me down below if I shouldn't have left that part in. But it wasn't mean, I don't think. But I don't know what other people think. I'm sorry, I'm stressing now.
as in like the not really chili, kind of like sweet and spicy.
It is. Yeah, everyone's lying to me. I can clearly see that's cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
That is very nice.
Which one? The coleslaw?
No, the
Creamy onion.
creamy onion.
Creamy onion.
It looks exactly how it says.
It
creamy
probably will
onion
fuck you
chicken.
up, yes.
So, Grace, I wanted to just read out just a brief section of. I sent it to you on Messenger,
Okay.
so that I can be recording on my phone.
Okay.
But let me read it. So if you open it,
is in the middle somewhere.
okay. from the Discord server, we have.
I already feel like I'm blushing.
So it was like which friend do you relate to the most? So I was going to say Grace, but in all honesty, I think it's Alex. But that may be because I know her better from watching her videos. But I totally vibe with Grace. I do very much enjoy Grace. She's such a sweetie. I love her laugh. I kind of love everyone, but Grace's super laid-back personality is a joy because she's the chill to Alex's chaos. And I think that's why I love her vibe. She's just... And then that's where the screenshot cut. So I don't have the rest.
I'll never know what I am.
But there was more than that. That was just one little section.
That's
So-
really sweet. Thanks, guys.
I love you. Haven't had a glass in a very long time, but I'm gonna have a little bit so I can drink out of my dragon goblet.
Oh no, I was just like, I've had some really bad matches recently, so my rank's been brought down to plebs.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think maybe it's because you keep yelling at everyone?
No, it's always the Genji that goes too far and goes, I need healing. Fuck off, come back here,
A
man.
really like shit Reaper.
Yep.
Should have
I
been.
like Hanzo, but everyone hates Hanzo.
Everyone know that's
A good Hanzo is a great Hanzo.
yeah.
So
The good Hanzo was a great Hanzo. The bad Hanzo was a shit person.
I'm thinking
They
about
have
when we
changed
look
the game
at
now,
the
so
pigeon
it's
babies.
5v5 and 66. So
wings.
1 tank, 2
And then
DPS,
I went to
2
donate chicken wings.
supports. It has never been.
This are calm and reluctant.
Are you saying
I'm
calm
sorry.
and reluctant?
I only turned my camera on just then. We're all looking at our what?
Star signs.
No, what? Caitlin, what's it called?
Sun, moon, rising.
Sun, moon, rising.
Our like astrological
So yours is
Film.
Mine is?
it says
It says the polarity of this astrological sign is negative and its recognizable characteristics are calm and reluctant.
so funny. Does it say anything else? The elements Earth, 3 best descriptive characteristics of someone born under, likely to be guided by checkered. The element for this sign is the Earth. 3 best descriptive characteristics of someone born under this element are liking to be guided by checkered things.
What?
Checkered things.
No, I get it, but like earth signs are guided by checkered.
I don't know.
The top one.
Food. Good.
Sun in Libra. So fundamentally oriented towards fairness and justice.
Oh my god, that's you to a T.
Generous relativism, so you allow to see both sides of the situation.
Yep.
But that can come off as indecisive or insecure.
Oh my god, indecisive. You're the most indecisive.
I don't get tied down to a single view of things. Question yourself and rethink your views. You do what you say, and you can get a lot done. Typically well dressed.
Wow.
I'm not making that up. It's on there.
Wow. Fear being abandoned by those you love. You often have trouble letting things go and feel like an emotional wreck. It's in your second house, meaning you find security and safety through money and material possessions.
Did you write this?
At the end of the day, I think star signs are fun, but they're just fun. I do strongly identify as a Libra sign.
Yeah.
I would have famous people for me. I don't know. What is it?
My famous people is Megan Fox, Queen Elizabeth II.
Rip Lizzie.
It's so convenient having Alex on famous birthdays.
their relationship
You can never forget Alex's birthday because you can just Google it.
I just wanted to say it's that point in the night where. Shelley, what's wrong? Are you okay?
No, the phone's at her feet. She's just hiding it.
You're not using your phone. Are you all right? What?
I can't move.
Hello, Jay. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. I have a job for you.
TGIF baby, let's do labor.
So that was really funny because we were talking about doing a one-shot D&D, and then Alex heard D&D, and then but he was talking to Dan, and then his ears started like listening to us talking.
His eyes started like a.
Hang on, I hear something happening here.
Alex bought, what's it called?
Wormwood.
The Wormwood D&D.
Wormwood modular gaming table.
So he bought that. Remember all of those years ago when it launched? How long has it been?
Was it a Kickstarter?
Yeah.
I was like, it's doing Kickstarter.
It was early COVID. Yeah.
It was
Early COVID, but it does. Shipping's been paid and it should be arriving in January.
Arriving in January?
Should be.
Okay.
So
So anyone that doesn't know, just Google Wormwood modular D&D table.
If you know, you know.
So I was saying, so they were talking about the Wormwood table, and I was talking to Caitlin about doing a one-shot D&D game because people have been asking. So many people have been asking if we can do a D&D game.
It's going to be a mess.
So then Caitlin was like, okay, we can do that. And then Shelley and Lucy said, oh, I wouldn't mind playing, trying D&D. And then Alex started listening, and then we were like, Caitlin said, who would DM? And then that's when Alex's ears went like this, and his eyes went like this, and he was, and then they were talking about the D&D table, and then we said, what if he's DMing, we can play at his table, and he can be the DM, and you guys can all see the table. And then the table becomes a business expense because I make videos and I make ad revenue. The table becomes a business expense. I think it's a fantastic idea. I actually think this is a great group to play D&D with. So Grace is just upstairs. Grace wouldn't want to play. She would be.
She would like to have the offer to maybe join it.
Yeah, she would. She would be.
Grace would
She
rock
might say
up,
no, but try
no
to help us.
character, spend 5 minutes being like, yeah, and then fall asleep.
She would love to be the person that would be killed off at the start so she could.
So she could play on her phone. That's me.
That's the plot. We've got to avenge Grace's no-name
That's our
character.
motivation.
Yes.
I probably all making this, and I'm looking at him, and he's like, okay. So
Everyone's got fantasy names, and it's like,
How do you want to do this?
Vladimir the Great, and then it's like, we must avenge Graki. You say it once wrong.
Every time it's a different name.
We must avenge Rache.
Greg!
Gretchen.
When our party, when we're at breaking point and we're all arguing, and then someone goes, "Wait!
What would have Ray done?
What would Gary have done? Remember, we're all here because of Gary." Okay, it's settled. I'm doing a D&D campaign.
No. We
This
have
has gone from a one-shot to a campaign, I like it.
I heard that too.
every single.
You're like flying me down from Brisbane every weekend. You're like,
Wait till uni's done.
I'm like, sorry, Max, I'll be back tomorrow with D&D.
Yeah, he's flying you down and flying you back.
I did that once. What?
Oh, she did!
Oh my god, for a game.
You were visiting family in Queensland, right? And yeah, she flew back down
You
for
didn't fly back up.
No.
Oh, okay.
She
you
cut her holiday
just cut
early.
Yeah, but by like
A lot.
2 weeks or something.
To be fair,
It was essential.
It's a good
probably
out.
worth it.
Yeah, no, it was
Which
worth
game
it.
was that? Was that the
That's
one?
okay.
It was Horde of the Dragon Queen, and they just got the dragon mask, and his AC was like 27 or something for a sorcerer.
I was the sorcerer dodging ballista bolts in the castle.
Sorry, was it that long ago?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
we
years.
that
I
old
was
now.
playing.
Yeah.
I've gone to his house at Cheltenham. It was the first day back after you had your massive illness, right? And we're like, oh shit,
Oh my God.
you're standing up. You look great.
That was
Yeah.
2016.
2016,
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it that long ago?
Yes.
Yes.
Was that long ago?
Yes.
We've been friends for so long.
I know. It's
I saw
almost
the other
disgusting.
day our Japan photos from when we
I
first
was
met.
We went to Disneyland. We were with Sam and we were just eating cups and we were like,
Yeah, that
so
pops
cute.
up, yes.
we should do a Japan trip.
Can we
Yeah.
please?
Guys, if I start a channel
You need
membership,
Japan trip.
if you all just join my channel membership, I'll fly all of us to Japan and I'll fly some of you there too.
Like, I'm agreeing to this.
Crowdfund Japan trip.
Crowdfunded Japan trip.
We just auction off the 3 placements for people to come.
Oh,
don't do it.
I would feel bad.
It's like hostile.
Yeah, I feel bad too.
You're like, oh my god, guys, you're winning an amazing trip with an eccentric. A crazy and then you get there and you're like, and you'll be hunted by your friend.
Honey butter almond, everyone. Honey butter almond. Can I interest you? As if no one is diving on this right now. What's wrong with you?
I will try,
Yay!
but I'm fussy.
Yeah.
May I turn the light off? Okay, here, I'm sorry. How do I turn it off?
I just pull it from the switch.
No, left
That's how
side.
you kill the fish. Left side? Left side? It should be like this.
Hang on, no. This is going back 5 conversations. Just to confirm, what was the name of the person you told me?
Would
consume again.
Yay! Fussy person approved.
Not
Yummy. You,
I love that series.
come with me.
You say something just then.
And I distracted you.
No, that you were like, I mean, yes, that you were like, it's time to go to sleep. And then you know what? I actually just saw that shirt and I was just like, I wonder if it's for me.
It's for
love
you.
it.
Yes! I'm so
My
glad.
first thought was, random spot to have a shirt. Like that shirt, like the dinosaurs. Hope it's for me.
It is for you.
Yes!
If you don't have to put it on now. Oh, well, yep.
Always.
You do.
Wait, hang on. This is like, okay. I know I made a poor choice. Hang on. Wait.
It's okay.
I have a
We
shirt
have the
on.
power of editing so we can make time pass. Nice. Oh, fuck, you look so... Oh, no. I'm straight and I'm frothing. Oh, you're really going to send them. You look great. So, we filmed 6 videos today.
and I've literally lost my voice. 6 videos for the main channel so that Lucy can take the SD card away. I'm not even going to think about it. Lucy's going to help coordinate.
I was like, what is that?
Anyway, Dan was like, because you're losing your voice, would you like some ginger tea? And he's like, look, I've got a nice big hunk of ginger. I myself am also married to a nice big hunk of ginger. But I'll be back in 1 sec because I want to show you. Do you know where it is, Lucy? What we bought? It's in the okay, Dan. I know you were just about to make me a ginger tea, but may I present to you?
No, not that stuff. No. It's semi-solid. Look at it. Look.
Don't worry.
Look.
I've tasted it.
Shh, look.
It's not solid. It's completely liquid.
Yeah, I know, but it's semi-fluid. It's disgusting.
Have you ever had it before?
No, but like the idea of it just
It's fucking delicious. It's okay.
You don't like that?
If you really want to grate a hunk of ginger, you can grate one for yourself. What? Did I miss something?
She said something disgusting. It's dirty enough.
You can make a fresh ginger one if you want.
It's fine.
I promise it's really nice.
In this pot or bigger?
No. You just put a teaspoon in this, scoop it up, put it in the cup, pour hot water on top.
Are you on drugs? As if one scoop of this will make a cup of tea.
I promise.
As if. Like, I don't read Korean, but like,
That's
not
why
enough.
I promise.
It's not enough.
I promise. Just trust. And
Okay.
also, look, guys, who remembers? All 3 of us are going to have...
Actually,
Yeah, it
it
smells nice.
It smells nice.
It smells really nice. Okay, thanks, Dan. And also, you said something. You were going to show me something, were you?
Oh, yes, I saw a meme that I thought you would enjoy.
A meme you thought I would enjoy.
Okay, so it says, oh, sorry, hello. British Vogue's November issue is a blank cover to honour the Queen. And someone just put a picture of Doreen.
Doreen. That's incredible. PK, I love this dress. Does anyone else watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? This is a very strange camera angle.
Yes.
Dan's reading a book and I'm lying down, stretching my back. Tea? Oh, fuck, no, the cup's too hot. Lucy, you lied.
Well, that's what the handles are for, no?
Lucy was like, it's drinkable.
Yeah. It must be made of stone.
Not the price tag staring at me. What do you think?
It's very sweet.
Sweet? All I can taste is ginger. Maybe I've just been kissing you.